of chaos, no grip, no feel. Pete shouting orders, Sam still checked out. It's a miracle, anything gets it out. Broadcast to circus, can't second guess. What we need can Star Wars in lace. Nobody knows who's steering this race.
Good evening, race fans, and welcome to BSTV. As you can see, I've got nothing in the right order at the moment, so bear with me. I was late to my PC. What can I tell you? I need to go to over here and over here, and then we can kind of start again. Welcome to Watkins Glen. This is week 4 of the V8ESC season 19. I am Pete Confused Bingham, and Wobbly is in the booth with me. He's very confusing. Welcome to the booth.
Well, thank you, good sir.
So we're on the Cup layout, the little one, the NASCAR one. It's not very warm. The track temperature is quite cool. The way that iRacing works now, 22 degrees track temperature, 87% humidity. That's quite high. Quite a high wind at 16 kilometers an hour, really, as well. We don't have wind direction, but the drivers will be able to tell us at some point where that's coming from. This is like the dinky version, Wobbly. It's that I prefer the boot, I have to say, but this one's a much reduced and concentrated version.
Yeah, I think that Watkins Glen, it's one of those tracks you either hate it or love it, because like, I know a lot of people that it's just, there was a certain time in iRacing where you couldn't do a GT3 race without driving Watkins Glen 4 times in a season.
Yeah.
And obviously it's one of the earlier tracks that got released and it got reworked, it got redone. We were talking about this, like how ridiculous the off tracks and the off tracks are, and actually in real life as well, with the NASCAR just ignoring turn 1 and just yeeting it over. Also coming out of after the long right-hander, I think that is turn, wait, let me see, I know what turn it is. It's gonna be turn 5. So they ignore turn 5 basically, and I think that, to be honest, I'd rather drive this one than I would drive the normal one.
Okay, that's interesting. Didn't expect you to say that, to be honest. Right, let's go and see.
High octane.
And look at this, you can go miles and acres wide, and did you see what that car did just then? I think that was I don't know who that was actually, could have been anyone, but this version of this car is now controllable in a slide. Previous editions of this car, or this series
when you
of
said
cars.
that.
What?
When you said that, there was this tow truck.
Yeah, I know, yeah. This car, this tow truck.
I was like, did I miss something about a new safety car that we can, well, try and drive manually down?
Too right. So you can recover these cars a lot easier than you could recover old ones. These have got their own little challenges, though. Still the same uncontrollable monsters, really, under the hood. So the guys that do drive these are absolute superhumans. We're going to jump on board with Brandon and hope he doesn't pit the car on this lap. So you can see how wide you can go here. I'll do the track since Wobbly's suffering from a case of man flu, which, as everybody knows, is an absolute killer. So into the penultimate turn here, keeping it on the inside, using all the rumble strip you can, though. Slight correction into the last turn, carry it in 4th gear. That's to get the no wheel spin on the exit. He didn't manage that though. Avoid the wall and over the stripe. Heading down into turn 1. This is very, very steep. It's hard to shed the speed without locking up the front. So into the turn you go. You use the camber of the turn and as much of this as you like on the exit these days. And then up the windy hill we go. What can you say about this? If it rains, which it's not off the books completely. The weather does change in iRacing now, and it showed no rain originally, but it could come back at any time. that gets a bit lethal, as does this. So going through the bus stop on rain is pretty horrific. There's off tracks left and right at both points in there. Round this what feels like everlasting carousel, and then use as much of that exit strip, concrete tarmac, whatever the hell it's made of, as you like before you get back on the gas. Obviously there's some major drafting areas, this being one, the back straight being one, and the start finish being another. Lots of overtaking opportunities here, Wobbly, and Brandon did us proud getting around the lap in the manner that he did, so he's second at the minute.
Yeah, I think that overtaking is going to be quite hard though, because it's such a high speed track. It's going to be very, very close, and you spoke about having a very big loss, loss in the area at the back straight. Yeah, you can draft quite severely there, but overtaking is going to be rough because like the cars will approach, and there's a car sliding and hitting the wall and braking is bumped. It's probably going to be Vincent. But it's going to be quite hard to overtake because the cars are going to be running at very high speeds. And the corner after that, the left-hander, is also at a very medium high speed corner. Going through that side by side, I don't see... We're probably going to see a couple of moves here and there on trying to be made. But I think that is going to be a very, very risky corner to do the overtake. And we'll probably see more overtakes towards the chicane, which we are approaching now. With Mike Story. What's his name? Mike, right? That's a new driver. Mikey Story. So again, Mikey, I can tell you, I already forget names instantly. So I already forgot that your name was Story. That's pretty funny. Thank you. But approaching the chicane and also approaching turn 1, also high speed, but that leaves a lot of room to go side by side through because of the off track that is now gone.
Yes, yeah. With the remapping, off tracks have changed quite a lot. Certain bits of the track have got a lot more generous. Certain bits have become a bit more strict as Mikey Story's teammate Brandon Asquith enters pit road here. So they are part of a team called, well, it's B3SY. I don't know what that's supposed to stand for. I've not got that far into a conversation yet, but we'll find out one day. So B3SY is that team. And practicing his pit stops, which is going to be valuable in the second of tonight's races. We're going to do a 20-minute race, folks, and then we're going to have a 10-minute interlude where me and Wobbly can try and fill the awkward silence with whatever nonsense that we can come up with. And then we've got a 40-minute race, which will require a pit stop. These cars are not fueled to do the full race, unless you've got some sort of hydrogen-powered car or solar-powered vehicle.
I actually got a good idea for filling up the 10 minutes. I mean, I can go on a rant on how bad hell that Boost Vietnam is.
No, you've already done that plenty on.
I'll keep that up for like 2 hours if I want.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Right, is Roy not in the listing again then? I put him in
currently,
last time.
like in qualifying, we see that Michael Hardy Dickinson is topping the timing. And with only 24 thousandths of a second behind is Brendan Harking. Eric Blixt only 42 thousandths of a second behind him. So basically, they are so close next to each other that even blinking your eyes will not be sufficient. It's not quick enough to separate them, which is ridiculous. It's just a lap that's, well, it's 1 minute and 10 seconds roughly, with 10.5 on this qualifying lap from Michael. It's insanely close at the top, and if you think that is close, then you look further back, and then you see number 5, 4, and 6. They're also within a tenth of a second of each other. It's the differences on this track are so small. It's crazy.
No, it is. It's pretty ridiculous. And I've got 4 minutes, so I'm going to go through the standings very quickly. We are now on the right-hand column, I think. I didn't reset it last time. What an idiot. So Kenzie is your championship leader. Brandon Hawkin is in second. Third is now Michael Halfliderson. If you look far enough down, you'll find him on 515. I'll reset this for next time. And then Eric Blixt is in fourth on 508. And then everything else is kind of as it was. So Simon Trendle is in fifth place. Let's have a look at... so really, with the points that you get every race, the top 4 are inside 69 points of one another. And therefore, any one of those 4 So Kenzie, Brandon, Eric, or Michael can win this championship. Let's have a look at the cup standings. This will be in the same ragged mess. So Vit Solomon is top of the pile. And this one's actually almost kind of in order. Then we have Jamie Wilson, who's in second place, only 27 points behind Vit. Vincent Skillbeck is actually in third place, with Daniel Solo in fourth, who's doing very, very well at the moment in this practice session. And then Gregorio Perez Sesma is on 296 points and still inside the 100 there, and he would be in fifth place. So top five covered by 100 points, so very, very close. Team standings wise, we have Alcantech NHL by Nyman Racing way out in front at the moment with 200 point buffer over Team Chimera, which is a two-man team, so they're doing fantastically well. And then Never Quit Racing, which is Ant, Bob Woodhouse and Tony. They're somewhat behind. They've got work to do, but they can do it, I think. I think it's a bit beyond the pale now for Hydro Race Racing Forces to get to the top, but I'm sure they'll... Well, it's only Kenzie anyway, isn't it? So, yeah, one-man team there in fourth place. He is quite a remarkable racer and is multiple champion of this series. Driver of the meeting, Eric Blixt has got 2 points, and then 3 drivers on 1, which is Tony, Kenzie and Gregorio. Logan Jackson's Safe Driver Award. At the moment, it's in the hands of Stephen Phillips there. He's only had 2 incidents. Yes, he's missed some rounds, but still. He's probably on, he's very, very close with Jeff Saunders, who is routinely a safe driver for JC Academy. Yeah, they're sharing that top spot at the moment, I would suggest. Okay, and then the Forever Forward Award, the Fred Bingham Forever Forward Award. It would have been my father's birthday today, 15th of August. It was the day that the war ended, and he likes to claim that they ended it because he was born. Don't think that's entirely true, but we'll roll with it anyway. 2 drivers at the top of this one, Jamie Wilson and Kenzie Newhoff, and then Jeff Saunders, not just fast, but great at overtaking, in there in third place. All these stats, Wobbly, they paint a very good picture of how everything has been evolving all season.
I think that Jeff, he tends to start at the back of the midfield, being very safe, and due to the fact that he's so safe and doesn't make many mistakes while he's driving, he's overtaking a lot of people as well that do end up pushing the limit a little bit further, but ending up in a wall. So good on him for being steady as he is.
Yeah, he garners good points as well. It's not like he's miles off the lead either, if you know what I mean. He regularly turns up. I'm just going to go and have a look on the website at the minute and look at the BSTV cup standings.
He's not
in
driving
fifth.
today, is he?
He's in fifth. Well, technically sixth, but he's
He's not driving today, right?
Jeffy.
He's not.
Yeah, he is. He's just not put a lap in.
Oh, okay. So, by the way, did you realize that you can turn on your fucking... Oh, sorry, I can't curse.
Beep.
Did you realize that you can put up your webcam on Discord? Did you know that? I never realized that.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
Look at how great I look.
Have you extended gridding?
Of course I did.
Oh, excellent. Right. Okay. So your starting grid, folks, will be of our 20 drivers, which is a very healthy for V8s in a summer season. Season. That's 2 words the same, but never mind. I know what I mean. Brandon Hawkin will lead us away. Former Varno Corsa. Michael Halflidison, Michael Harley Davidson will go off in second place there. Look how multinational this league is. I love it. It's absolutely fantastic. Eric Blix will go off in third place on the second row. Next to him will be Simon Trendle. Daniel Solo will go off fifth. Bob Woodhouse off sixth. Daniel Solo having a fantastic qualifying session. Kenzie Newhoff will go off seventh. Ray Utime. What did we say? U-Time. That's what we're going to call him. Roy U-Time. It's U-Time. We'll go off in 8th place. Gregorio Perez Sesma will go off 9th. 10th will be Tony Klusman. How can I say Gregorio's name so easily, but Roy's I struggle with? Don't know. Vit Solomon will go off at 11th. 12th will be Stephen Phillips driving his dash hounds. And if I can find the button that moves me forward, we'll find Ant Woodward in 13th. 14th will be Vincent Skillbeck. Jamie Wilson will be 15th. 16th we'll see Brandon Asquith. 17th, we'll find Mikey Story, Lars Eric Fridenlund.
Friedland.
That's the one.
Sorry.
We'll go off 18th. Josh Taylor will go off 19th, and 20th will be the gentleman that we were talking about before, Jeff Saunders. Right. Let's get you some different graphics, and we'll try and. Watkins is notorious for having rubbish start cameras. You can't get a camera that gets all of the grid in properly.
Michael Harley-Davidson didn't grid.
He's gridded now.
Oh, he did now. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Okay. Yeah.
So let me put you some graphics on the screen, folks, because notoriously I forget to do that. Everything has been activated. When the lights go out, we'll be running for our 20-minute race. Everybody gets a fast repair.
Green flag, green flag.
Ooh,
And there we
Simon
go.
Trendle
Green,
was.
green. A really good start there on the side there from Michael Harley-Davidson. And Eric Blix is already pushing Michael Harley-Davidson getting quite back, side by side teammates. Is this going to be blue on blue? Do they get through the first corner? It's 4 wide, further back, all the way in the back of the pack. But they sort itself out. You see that the hound dogs, they are already hounding his opponent right behind him. Tony Klisterman is further back than I expected him. But it seems to me that they all got through one of the most dangerous starting zones of the calendar. Obviously, because we had massive pile-offs in the past. Going through the first chicane, bumping the first chicane, hitting the second chicane, still on the colder tires. There's a little bit of the shuffle got off of our bike in the back where you saw Jamie Wilson and Vincent Skillback trying to figure out if they could go side by side, but they didn't, and they backed out of it finally. Then we're going to the hot dog stand and back on track while we go as far wide as we can. Further back again, you see right behind Jamie, you see Mike Sorry. Mike Sorry trying to follow up and getting settled in the heat of the moment with as a new driver in a new league. For him, it's always very dangerous to start with. Oh, small touch there, and that was just enough to get Josh. Is that Josh? Josh Davis spun out, but he saved it. He hit the brakes. Now his tire's going to be lit though, but luckily for him, he survives. We saw a small overtake, and so Stephen Phillips and Fitz Solomon, they're probably fighting because they just passed each other a couple of times. But somehow, I don't know what went on there, but I saw them shuffling around.
Yeah, no, good commentary. I'm amazed that Josh managed to recover that. That was, there was a slight touch, a little bit of solid air potentially as well between Josh's car and Brandon Asquith's. So that's what caused the car to over-rotate. A little bit of friction. Sometimes these cars do overreact to, nonchalant contact, as it were.
It's one of those things nowadays, the touch. Sometimes it feels like the slighter the touch, the harder the car gets also.
Yeah, honestly, you're absolutely right. Stephen Phillips, well out of position at the minute. He's in his start position, and technically on home turf. That being, we're in the state of New York. I'm kidding. Is that someone that crashed?
Into the wall, I think.
That was Tony.
Tony, bro.
Well,
no, I think he clipped the wall or something.
I don't know. I think he just over-rotated.
Well, he could just reset.
No, he's going to try and get round because you lose too much time in V8s. Let's just have a look at what happened to him. I think he was all on his own. Maybe he got too hot into the corner.
I assume a little bit of a touch on the wall. But
no
too hot on the throttle. Oh, that's so weird.
Yeah, that's very odd. It
almost looks like one of those. Yeah, it looks like one of those old GT3 Audi slides which you couldn't control.
Yeah.
Like a barn door when bouldering, right?
Yeah, where you just start on the journey and there's no stopping. Yeah. Oh, that was Simon Trendle.
Yeah, but David Solo, we have Daniel Solomon. We haven't spoken about it. It's Daniel, right?
Yeah, Daniel Solo. Yeah.
But look at this. Oh, this is what I meant. Like a very dangerous corner going side by side.
Yeah.
I think there's a slowdown there. We probably bleed it off quite early. Anyway, you see that he was in 4th and 5th position. He was fighting with the big boys, so he definitely has some pace. And since he is in the BSTV Cup, he's gonna be livid if he makes it past those guys, because he's gonna have a really good advantage per points tonight. A good point haul. That's what it is.
Yeah. Simon Trendle's rear end is very lively. He's out of corners. Out of corners, he is spinning those wheels up really easily. So Tony's made it round to the pits. Simon's giving him
Small look there.
Yeah, Simon gave him
Small.
plenty of racing room.
I think that Simon realized that that Kenzie could never have had the overspeed he needed.
Yeah.
Although I'm quite surprised, and I don't want to say that Simon got slow because he's definitely not slow.
No.
But it looks like he's been struggling this season. Maybe it's like a practice or something.
you
That's all I assume.
I nearly swore then. So Tony's picked up a speeding penalty in pit road.
I can just wait for you if you want. This is a battle. This is Kenzie late on the inside. But is he gonna get enough?
Daniel.
And now Daniel Soto's like,
Free wide.
let's
Come on,
make
go on,
this
go on,
free
go
wide,
on.
baby. Got free wide. Let's go. Oh no. It's now Kenzie being put under pressure. He's very, very late on the brake.
Simon's going to be better out of here, though. If he doesn't spin his
gonna
wheels
have
up,
to-
he did.
Savage.
It's carnage.
Oh.
And Kenzie's into the wall.
Slight touch, and he is back on it. I think
Yep.
without too much damage, but he's costing a lot of positions. But he's gonna be in a good position if he's managed to get.
Oh, there's more going on.
What will be first?
Daniel's still piling the pressure on it. Look at this. And an overtake further forward as well.
I think that Daniel Soto got the worst end of the stick.
Yeah.
Yes, he definitely has to.
Ooh.
Stephen Fitter just went straight on.
Yeah,
the chicane, so
has
probably
he got
missed his brake
damage?
marker. No, I think he just missed it. Maybe
Okay.
clipped the grass.
Okay. So where did Simon Trendle end up? Simon Trendle's pretty untouched by all of that.
Yeah. I don't. Can we get a replay of that incident?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, good. By the way, meanwhile, Brendan Hawken and Michael Davidson are still fighting it out for the P1.
Yeah, there's not a lot going on there though. So they go in, but then Simon over rotates just there. Look at that.
Oh, slightly.
Comes right
Yeah.
across the front and into the front left quarter panel of that Kenzie Newhoff Hydro Race Racing Forces car. And that's
I think that Kenzie was just. Kenzie
Oh,
was just
no.
really lucky there.
Roy.
No. Roy,
Where's that?
you time.
Is it?
It's not me time.
It's right. Where's Roy?
He's being very careful with
He is
getting back on
rejoining.
track, which
Yeah.
is good. Yeah.
Oh, this is turn one. Is he going to get tagged?
Good one. Going in side by side.
It just comes across the front
Oh.
of the car on his outside.
It's a bit of both, I think.
Do you think?
Like this one, yeah, but I think this is a bit of both. Like, you know you're on the inside, and you're realizing that your exit's going to be worse than your opponent's. So you're going to try and push as far wide as you can. While in the car, I don't know who it was, but
No, I'm not sure.
he could have left like a slight 2 inches more, and then you wouldn't have the issue. But this is a bit of both worlds, because like you want to squeeze him, and then again you don't want to risk taking him out. So I was thinking it's just a pure racing incident to me, but still. Wow. Meanwhile, we're having an attack from Michael Davidson on
Yep.
Brendan Hawking on the outside here.
Oh.
That is a massive move, and he's almost hitting the
He's
wall.
not done it. He's not done it.
He's not done it
Yeah,
yet.
now he
It's
has.
coming unstable. Brendan is able to draft back after him. They are going to go side by side towards the chicane, or is the setup that Michael is running quick enough on the straight to avoid a revanche overtake from
Whoa.
Brendan? And it looks like Michael got the move done. Now on him to get this one clean, and it seems that he has done it. And they have a different approach in this corner. You can see that by Michael just attacking that first corner, first curb a little bit, and Brandon just focusing on the exit on the second curb.
Yeah, I think that's going to come back to another discussion. Roy went to pits, so he must have taken too much damage. There's a big gap between the top 2.5, because Eric's a second off the front two. But there's 5 seconds now back to Bob Woodhouse with all the shenanigans that have been going on behind.
But it is Simon Trendle now putting pressure on Bob, where I think, wasn't it last time when we were out? I can't even remember which track it was. Was it Backfire? No, it wasn't Backfire.
No, we're oh, hang on. I want to say,
Like our
I
memories.
want to say Long Beach, but
honest.
it wasn't Long Beach.
No, it's one of the other tracks.
Oh, thanks. I just narrowed it down to the end. Oran Park. It was Oran Park. It was
Oh,
really good.
Oh, yeah. And you remember that we were looking at Simon quite a lot as well, because I think the riding was thick of it. But he also dropped off slightly compared to Brendan, Michael, and Eric.
Here's Bit.
A small look on the inside. Is he
Oh.
bailing out? And it is a very, very sensible move there by Ant. by Fit backing out slightly, but still keeping the pressure on, and he must be sweating right now.
Yeah, and Vit is clearly taking the piss. I'm going to say it because he's got a band name on there in Japanese, and it's in Japanese in the English bit that he usually has on as well. So I will never know who that is. Right, Stephen Phillips and Jamie Wilson. Why is Stephen Phillips this far back? He got a slow down at the chicane, which it's the 100-mile slow down, and Jamie got a load of wheel spin coming out of that corner, which is going to make him vulnerable. Very vulnerable.
Very, very good. And now Stephen is side by side. Jamie's not completely going to give this up. He's trying to do the cut back, but I think the entry speed of Stephen with now. Yeah, very wide. I think he touched it.
Jamie's beside him, or he was.
That was a little bit too much love between him and the wall.
Yeah.
It's a side dead. I don't think so. By the way, right behind them, Kenzie is also. Oh, Jamie is, by the way, sliding around a lot. But
I can't believe you've just said you're #1 again on the YouTube chat for being the most chatty person on the chat. That's ridiculous. You can't not win at anything, can you?
It's like me playing the Germans and held that loose. Well, you do get your money's worth if I'm on the German side.
Oh, you do. It's 100% entertainment.
It's good that they don't record it.
Yeah. It bodes well for you not going to prison. Yeah. Right.
It's like one of those memes, like if you screenshot if like a psychologist would like read all the chat messages from your friends chat group.
Yeah.
then you're
straight to the asylum.
Prison.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, Vit Solomon.
It's done work.
Vit Solomon just got through. Oh no, it's because Ant Woodward has decided he was too far up in the standings and he's ruined his car look. Right, let's have a look at that. This isn't down as a crash. This is down as him going off track.
Oh, he definitely went off track.
Yeah.
So entry on a high speed.
He's going to over-rotate. Yeah, we saw that.
Oh, this is a bit similar to what Tony did. And slapper afterwards.
Yeah, not that you can have a tank slapper in a car just before all the motorcyclists have a go at us. No, you can't. The weight of the car versus the weight of the fuel means that you can never have a tank slapper.
I'll do some research while you can.
Okay, you do that. All right. What's Kenzie doing now? Kenzie's doing Kenzie things, is he? Not yet. He backed out of that. Kenzie on a recovery drive now after what happened at turn 1 with Simon. Now, Gregorio is having a really good race so far. He's now got... well, it looks like Daniel Solo's behind him, but what is going on here? Why am I seeing Daniel Solo? Oh, because I'm on replay, aren't I? Anybody from the 1990s knows what I just did with my tongue. Right, so back where we were. Alright, so not slowing Ant Woodward down, he's just, or is he getting overtaken? Yeah, so Lars has caught up with him. He's got a lot more overspeed because the front of Ant's car is, well, like a rolling wall at the moment. It's just like a kite. Slow down for Kenzie. That's got to be at the bus stop, I would have thought. Oh no, he must be nearer than that.
Okay, so
Go on.
I did my research.
Yep.
So it technically is a tank stepper, but people on a motorcycle usually call it a tank stepper. On a bicycle, it's called a wobble or a shibby.
Oh my God, we've gone to the bad place, folks.
And in a car, they call it fishtailing or a snap or oversteer.
Yes.
But technically, they are the exact same thing.
No.
Yes.
Ooh, we're getting racy at the front again. Right, come on. Let's see what we can make of this for a race. How long we got left? 7 minutes, 6.5 minutes.
I have to say, like, because this track is so menacing and we had a lot of action already, it's been a lovely watch. And normally we have like this moment of rest, like we just chill and talk about spider sex and stuff like that. But we definitely can't during this race. Well, we just did, but
right.
How do spiders have sex?
We discussed this before. If you weren't paying attention, that's not my problem.
Why? Who's? Yeah, no, well, to be honest, I was racing it, but because it was that Hockenheim race.
Oh, yeah, you were. So-
Was the driving with Simon? not Simon. Not this Simon.
No, different Simon. If you want to know attention to detail,
Oh.
folks, this is it. So we're going to see Kenzie come through on the inside, but look at what Jamie does with his graphics on his cars. If you look at the little riser on the bonnet there, you can see 87 Wilson and the Team Chimera logo. That's making every inch of available on-camera bodywork for advertising. Very good.
You know why he does that, right?
So that he can see it.
No, so that so that he reminds himself what his name is.
Simon must be a bit absent-minded as well then, because he's got it on his car too. But that's only because it was designed
I mean,
by...
I hope for him that I hope for him it's Strendel and not Wilson. It's
Well,
like,
yeah.
Wilson again.
My name is Wilson.
Ooh, small snap there by Michael Harley-Davidson. And you can instantly tell on the timing tower that Brandon is getting closer and closer and ever so slightly putting on the pressure to get the overtake done and try to get back how he got done by Michael. And I think, like, I mean, if I would have gotten overtaken on the outside like that by somebody else, my ego would have been bumped.
Yeah, you'd have been reaching out to grab hold of them and do stuff to them. There's 4 battles on track at the minute. You can 5 battles on track at the minute. So this is the most forward one. Funny how they take the very different lines, and Brandon gets so close to that Armco barrier on the left-hand side of his car.
It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out during the endurance race.
Yeah.
Is that what is putting more stress on the tires and which setup is better for that?
Absolutely.
Daniel Solo, after having a lot of shenanigans in the beginning, fought back to P6 and is now
Pretty good,
almost back. Yeah, it's almost at the back of Simon Trendle again, where it all started with. Simon now making a move on the inside. They're going to the side.
Oh, he's out wide.
And this is a gift
Right a
from
bit,
God.
right a bit,
for
left a bit,
Daniel.
left a bit. Yep.
A gift from God for Daniel, who now.
And after all that, he gets a
got
slowdown
past
for all
Simon.
that. What the hell?
Yeah, but he's gonna bleed it off because like he's gonna bleed it off probably.
It's a bit double punishment though, isn't it? Right, we've got 6 battles going on now. This one's hotted up as well, which is 2 previous champions. Well, one current reigning champion, Kenzie, being chased down by multiple previous champions, Simon Trendle.
It's Jamie Wilson.
Is it? Oh yeah, sorry, Jamie Wilson. I'm not used to seeing Kenzie near a Chimera car that isn't Simon. Sorry. But Jamie's giving him a good run for his money there.
Is that you actually just scolding Jamie or scolding Kenzie?
I think I'm scolding myself for being so something. Anyway, right.
Why doesn't
this is going to happen?
Kenzie have the gold banners?
Sorry?
Why doesn't Kenzie have the gold banners?
He does.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
No, he don't.
Yeah, he did.
Look, if we get back to Kenzie, he doesn't.
Yeah, his name is in yellow in the windscreen. Everybody else is in white. That's all it is. On these counts.
You got the worst end of the stick then. Budget ran out.
Don't argue with me. So.
I'm colorblind. Man. You know.
Yeah, I know.
So at the
I'm
front.
going to start.
Brandon.
Oh, no, Daniel, no.
no.
We cursed him. Our curses are so strong.
Daniel Solo. What's going on, mate? But you saved it with a massive
that was amazing.
tailfish.
And not a tank
You almost
stopper.
tailfish. It's a tailfish or tailfish, right? Fishtailing, sorry.
Fishtailing, yeah.
Fishtailing.
Right, so Mikey Story in his first race with us, doing a great job. Up 6 places, up to 11th. Keeping himself out of trouble, but trouble's coming to him because 1 car behind is the current reigning champion, Kenzie Newhoff. Now we've got Daniel Solo's got 1 position back.
It looks like Gregory, right?
Yeah, Gregorio.
Gregorio, sorry. So it looks like Gregorio almost gifted him the position.
Yeah,
I was
it
thinking,
did.
like, I'm not. Like the overtake was done so quickly that I think it's one of those overtakes where Gregorio is like, yeah, you're so much quicker. Just you go ahead, mate. After you.
Yeah.
Obviously, no team orders because they're not in the same team.
No. And these two, I don't know whether Brandon's...
Yeah, it's white flag. By the way.
Huh? White flag,
it's
yeah,
lost.
yeah. I don't know whether Brandon's got too much of a gap in front of him now to do anything about Michael Harley-Davidson. Oh,
Yeah, it looked like the gap was slightly increasing because I was keeping an eye on that gap, and it got up the last two laps all the way to 5/10 of a second. So it almost felt like either Brandon made a mistake or backed off a little bit, but now going through the chicane for the last time
that
this
looks
race, and he
good. That
is
looks
giving
great.
it his all. He had the exit he needed to keep the pressure on here to Michael Harley-Davidson. Is he able to withstand it though? There's a slight
he's going.
snap there
He's
for
doing
Michael. Is
how
he
fast
going
he
for it? Is he gonna defend it on the inside? And he's gonna
Oh,
go
he's
outside.
going.
Inside, outside. What corner are they gonna take? And now Michael on the
Why
outside
is there a
line
fence
here.
there?
Brandon on the inside.
Oh.
They're trying to get side by side, but
No,
it's not getting
no.
it done. Michael is pushing and defending while Brandon is trying to get the
this is
outside.
great.
Cut back here, and he's now slapping that car around, but no good for him. And
Woohoo!
Michael is getting the win
Nice.
in all the end and all the fighting. It's a really good result. And right behind that is
Amazing.
Eric Blitz, slightly slower than his teammate Michael, but still a 1-3 for the team isn't that bad at all.
No. And then other cars are finishing. Right, Jeff Saunders
Not
is in a
car-
heated discussion here with Brandon Asquith. So can Jeff get one more at the end, or can Brandon hold this position in his first race with us here in BSTV? And he has done. He's held on to that. So well done to Brandon there, finishing in 15th.
Yeah, they had a good fighting for the whole time. They've been together quite a lot this race.
Yeah.
Getting past the line in the last position here is Tony Klosterman, who had an incident in roughly lap 2 or lap 3. While the fight was going on between Brandon and Michael, I noticed that I was feeling like Martin Brundle just screaming, "He's going left, he's going right, they're going left, they're going right." I mean, that's called racing, I guess.
Yeah. It's just pathetic commentary.
It's
at
just
that point.
pathetic commentary. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Right. Why is this not showing? Oh, because I pressed the wrong button.
But like this is a truck, by the way.
No,
when
no,
you
it's
said-
a cool truck. I like it.
It's a very cool truck.
Yeah, I like that. Right. So the finishing order for the first of our races here tonight was Michael Harley-Davidson for Alcantech NHR by Nyman Racing was your race winner. Brandon Hawkin finished in second place. Yeah. For Movano Corsa. Eric Blixt was third. That's your podium for Alcantech NHR by Nyman Racing. So that's a good point haul. That probably cements their lead even more. Bob Woodhouse there in fourth place for Never Quit Racing, and Simon Trundle finished in fifth for Team Chimera. Daniel Solo was the first of the BSTV Cup cars. We've got two championships. Pro is the blue colours and Cup is the black colours. There are differences in ability rating, etc. in that. But this is the start of the BSTV Cup winners. So Daniel Solo for Alcantine NHR by Nyman Racing gets the top spot in that class. Seventh on track and second in class, Gregorio Perez Sesma. And then Vit Solomon gets the third step of that particular podium in 8th place overall. Vincent Skilbeck finished 9th in what was quite a quiet race for him, Wobbly, don't you think, for Skilby Racing? Didn't hear his name much, no crashes.
No, I think we mentioned him. I mentioned him once or twice
you
in
did,
the
yeah.
opening lap. He was fighting with Jamie, if I recall correctly.
Okay.
But yeah, so he still has his bumper. He still has his
Yeah.
rear wing.
It's like an
and,
unvincent
I mean,
kind of race.
Yeah, but I assume that he will correct that.
Yeah, without a
in the
doubt.
next race.
40 whole minutes, yeah. Stephen Phillips finished in 10th place. He a little bit wished for better, I think, for Dashhound Racing. Mikey Story finished in 11th in his first race with us for B3SY. Kenzie Newhoff will definitely have hope for better because there's a championship at stake here for him, for Hydros Racing Forces. Jamie Wilson finished in 13th for Team Chimera. Lars Erik Frydenlund finished in 14th. Brandon Asquith finished in 15th for B3SY. Put my teeth back in, try again. Jeff Saunders finished in 16th for JC Academy, and his teammate Josh Taylor finished right behind him. Roy Utime finished in 18th for Sim Racing Norway. Tony Klusterman finished in 19th for Never Quit Racing, and his teammate Ant Woodward finished behind him. Really good race one. I can only assume, based on Tony getting a slowdown in his... no, that's the wrong one. Hit this one. Based on his pit stop, that we're going to see maybe more black flags as a result of pit stops on this one. I don't know what they've done in the remap. You know, they could have done anything to that pit lane.
Yeah, the entry is going to be the entry obviously hasn't changed. It's like one of those entries, it's the same as Red Bull Ring, where you're on the line and you have to communicate with each other. Luckily, because we're driving the simulator, we have the radio, we can communicate with each other if necessary. Well, sometimes it's, I think for the worst that we can communicate.
We've seen plenty of crashes here on the entry to this pit lane and on the exit actually in some series over the years.
Yeah, because it's now, we're looking at it now, it's just follow the line and you're basically on the apex and you need to slow down slightly to get that car to turn quick enough.
Ooh, ow.
Ow. That looks like Stephen Phillips.
It was.
So that's always going to be sketchy. Again, you have the radio button there, and I think the main reason we have it is due to warning each other and not being pricks to each other.
Yeah.
I use it obviously as being a prick to someone, but yeah, professional people like this, like the drivers we have in this league, they won't.
No.
There might be the occasional banter going on, which is cool, and afterwards it all sorts itself out. By the way. You remember that when we did when we used to do the weird facts thing?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You've already done your weird facts for today, haven't you?
What, was it the spider sex?
Yeah. Well, no, we didn't cover that, but yeah.
It's actually about the track.
Oh, okay, go on.
So, did you know that turn 1 used to be turn 8?
Well, that's silly. Why would you start a race at turn 8? That's dumb.
Yeah. So turn 1 used to be turn 8. It's now called the 90. It was the last corner of the old permanent layout, and what is extensively rebuilt in 1971. And the start and finish area was moved, and then suddenly turn 8 became turn 1.
Okay.
So turn 8, I don't know. Wait, what was the original start finish time?
No idea. No idea.
Switching it now.
Couldn't tell you. Virginia is very similar. That's got 3 pit lanes and a number of different start points over history and stuff.
Yeah, that's the one where you pitted in the wrong one.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
you actually now, you used to be able to drive through it.
Yeah.
And just get a slowdown, but now you get a black flag.
Oh dear.
Yeah. You have to. On Suzuka, you have the same thing, right? And I remember that I was actually doing a league before I joined BSTV, and it was that next level thingy. And we were driving Suzuka, and I was, what's this guy called Justin? A guy called Justin was behind me. I was with him on Discord, and I was in a really bad position because I crashed somewhere. Because I used to crash quite a lot by myself. Because I couldn't. I don't know. I just had the weird slides, and I didn't understand it. I polished that, but so I was out of position, and then I just yeeted it through the Suzuka old pit lane, or the F3 pit lane, I think it is.
Yeah.
I just yeeted it through full speed, and I kept on doing that. And it was, we were laughing at it with Discord, like, oh, how many times can you do it? I was like, I already did like 7 or 8 times, so like super confident. And Justin behind me was actually encouraging me to do so. It's like, oh yeah, just keep on doing that. Yeah, it's quite funny. Until the last lap, where I did it again. Then it hit the wall, and he spun out and killed Justin as well.
Classic. Absolute classic. So, usually when we get TCRs doing these warm-ups, nobody goes out on track. Everybody seems to go out on track when you're doing V8s. The practice is everything. So this is going to be a 40-minute race, folks. Pit stop required, fast repair, just the one. And then you've got 15 incident points before. Would that have been a dangerous pit lane entry? I think it would have been, because he crossed the line too close to the end.
I think there's a white stripe.
Oh,
somewhere.
is there a commitment
There's
point?
a white,
Is there?
yeah.
Right.
So it's you can't, like in real life, you probably need to be within that line the whole time. But I think there's a white line, a white square marker somewhere where you need to be cut in front of.
Okay.
If I remember correctly.
And like I said before, we've got 2 championships for you to play for. People doing practice starts on the back straight there, which is the safe place to do those. 2 championships pro for all the super fast and cup. The pro drivers have got blue banners and blue in the top left corner of your screen when the timing tower's up, and then the cup cars are black banners and black in the top left corner of your screen. Anybody with a yellow name written in their windscreen is a previous champion of the series. And this one is white because it's Stephen Phillips. Nobody with a yellow one is on track at the moment. Sorry, go on.
So I found the old layout. I posted it in the V8 chat. So apparently the turn 8 was also the last corner. So
how can it be the first corner and the last corner? Is it an oval?
No, listen. It used like now it's the first corner. It used to, just Stephen Phillips, hogging the wall.
Yeah, just doing dash down things. It's fine. No situation normal.
So like this is basically where it used to start at the exit of the pit.
Oh.
That was the starting position. So the last corner, turn 8. It used to be turn 8, and now turn 1. So they moved it to the back straight basically.
Right. Okay.
Fun facts time.
We've got one more minute of warm-up, folks, and they are making really good use of this warm-up today. I think the track conditions have caught a few people out, especially with the over-rotations. We saw 3 of those, Wobbly. You don't normally see that many, do you?
No, not unless you are on track.
Well, thank you for that wonderful word of encouragement.
I'll see you drive a tank today and all that loose. It's better than if you never drive a goddamn thing again.
I was fine. It's just...
Until you had to turn and shift.
Well...
And drive the train.
It was when they started shooting at me. That was the thing. Right, so Michael Harley-Davidson has picked up a black flag in pit lane, and so has Ant Woodward. So I'm thinking this pit lane is a little bit more risky for drivers than it normally is.
Yeah, it definitely is, and it's also there used to be I don't know if it's there.
There are
like
3 commitment lines.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, it's the left one. It's the last one.
Okay.
You see that one? You see?
Yeah.
I think you need to be cutting in before that last one in front of the cones.
Okay, we'll keep an eye on that one.
Because Mike's Story just went in and he didn't get the black flag and he just drove in front of it. You know.
Okay, maybe they're just getting busted for speeding then. That must be it.
Yeah, so there used to be a tow truck on the right, which was your brake marker. I don't know if it's still there.
We'll have to have a look for that. Right, so we are now checking in the
it's
warm-up. And we're about to go into the race session. We're going to keep interviews to a minimum this evening because I'll be on my own for a start and I've got a very early start the next day. So, could you extend gridding for me, please?
Oh, mate, already done it.
Okay, then. So,
I have to say it.
We reversed the top 8 for this race as well, folks. So, Vit Solomon is your pole man for this race. Gregorio Perez-Sesma will go off on the front row next to him in 2nd. Daniel Solo will go off 3rd. 4th will be Simon Trendle. Bob Woodhouse will be 5th. 6th will be Eric Blixt. Brandon Hawkin off 7th. Your race 1 winner, Michael Harley-Davidson, will go off 8th. 9th will be Vincent Skilbeck. 10th will be Stephen Phillips. Mikey Story will go off 11th. 12th will be Kenzie Newoff with work to do. And I've forgotten which button it is. It's that one. 13th will be Jamie Wilson. 14th will be Lars Erik Frydenlund. Brandon Asquith, nearly said the other one, will be 15th. 16th. Asquith. Repeat after me. 16th will be Jeff Saunders. Josh Taylor off 17th. 18th will be Roy Utime. Tony Cluston off 19th. And 20th will be Ant Woodward. Starting from the back, Ant. Really?
Somebody's making cat noises on the grid.
And
And now Michael Harley-Davidson is barking on the grid.
Oh, right.
I don't know what the heck is going on, but
That's fine. They're just doing
by the
V8
way,
things, you know.
By the way, as in the Asquith thing, I was reading his name and it reminded me of Squidward somehow. I don't know why. So I want to call him Squidward the whole time.
You, at your own risk, but yeah.
Squidward.
People do generally get strange names in our leagues. Ordinarily because I can't say their real name without stumbling all over it.
Why were you moving cameras? You had a very good one.
Because the first one was this one, and it changed.
Great. The lights are turning red again, and there's Barney.
flag,
Is he going to
green
wave the
flag.
flag? No, he's not, but he's definitely pressing the button, and now it's green, and he's now throwing a
Whoa!
green flag. A
Simon
really good
Trendle.
start there by Jamie Wilson, I think it is. And at the front, Fritz Solomon blasted away in style. Now 3 wide in turn 1. That can never turn out great. A small touch there from, I think it's Brandon Hawking, touching Bob Woodhouse a little bit.
Oh, no!
Whoa!
That's
Blue, but
teammate on
it's a flag.
teammate.
I don't think they realized they were going to be side by side like that, and one was drifting out a little bit. Stephen Phillips is already tugging in, and on the left-hand side of Stephen Phillips, there seems to be Gregorio Perez. And now on the inside, maybe Michael Hart Gibson is trying to get past Bob Woodhouse, but he's now tugging in. Again, hitting the chicane,
Oh.
which is really the most dangerous zone. And
No!
then sped out, and I think that is Gregory Perez. And we're going to see what happened there. I think he got a slight touch on the entry. There's also somebody spinning out at the back. And again, it's Tony Klisterman.
What?
He is having a rough day tonight. Brandon
Yeah.
Hawking currently has a slowdown, so he needs to serve that
Vincent's-
while the menacing back is chasing him.
Yeah, Vincent got wild coming out of the carousel as well. So, I don't know. Nobody's got any meatballs, but it doesn't mean they're not damaged. Vic Solomon is your race leader. And Simon Trendle has picked up 2 positions from the start. Michael
Brandon
Harley-Davidson is 4 positions from the start.
Brandon Hawking just served his slowdown, which cost him 3 positions.
Wow.
Let's see how long you carry that on. Kenzie is now in the fight with Brandon. They are going side by side uphill. Oh, and it's Phillips playing, what's it called again? Playing chicken with the wall. Kenzie is, I think,
Offline.
choosing his money's worth because he didn't want to run up side by side with Stephen Phillips. His car seems a little bit erratic currently. I'm not saying it's his driving, I'm just saying his car looks erratic. And not something else. And that's called erratic.
This is a proper mob, this. Jamie Wilson at the back of this.
I like Vincent's car.
Yeah. One of the best paint schemes we've ever had. The only one that was probably better that he spotted was that gold one. I really like the gold one. Right, and then Brandon Asquith here. Racing with, no, it's Gregorio, isn't it?
Yeah, Brandon Squidward racing here with Gregorio, who had an incident coming out, turning in on the chicane. It seems to have a lot of overspeed currently trying to get past them. Josh Strader is now leading this small little pack here. Looking at the front, we see Simon Trendle is being gapped by Fitz Solomon, which is, well, that's somebody in the
What?
wall.
That's Jamie.
That is Jamie Wilson. What is going on?
I don't know, it just pops up as you said it. Let's have a look at what happened. And Josh Taylor's dropping positions now as well. Oh, he's gone in too hot, has he? No.
Yeah, a little
Oh,
bit
he's
of
done the
slide down.
same thing that others have done. Over rotated.
Oh, no damage though.
No doubt. Yeah, that's 100% good. That.
Well, his side is going to be lit up. But
Well, yeah. Who was it
can we
talking
also
about?
get a replay maybe of what happened with
Yeah.
Gregorio? Because they I think they came in quite hard altogether through that chicane, which caused some kind of pile-up, I think.
Yeah.
Uh,
Do you know what?
It's
It didn't
not
really
something.
trigger much. The first thing I've got is this, and it might not be right.
So they're definitely going uphill. You see in front of them, you see a pack of cars.
And I think it
trying to
starts
get
in that
these
pack.
through.
There, that hit.
It's a small touch here. I
Oh,
think he
it's
just
two
got,
crashes. Two
Oh.
separate crashes. How did
And this
Tony
is
not
Tony.
get hit by like 4 cars?
That is some very impressive driving from all.
Yeah. Right, so this is second place. Vit Solomon is away at the front. I don't know
Daniel
for how
Solomon
long.
is so quick today.
He is. He was
Ooh,
quick
someone
in
went
practice.
very wide there in the back. That was Vincent Skillback hitting the grass.
Yeah.
And this is Brandon trying to make his mark on this race.
No,
Michael
this is gonna
Davidson
end
is not
badly.
having none of this. They pushed each
Good
other back
recovery.
on the straight. I would say racing incident. Keep on going,
Yeah,
boys. We're
keep going,
loving
keep
this.
going. Keep your hand gestures to a minimum. And look at this, Kenzie. Full
Kenzie
beans.
also trying to follow them. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to say after the race. There was this girl talking to HV, I don't know if you know the guy or whatever.
No.
But the girl just kept replying like every sentence ended with, yeah. So,
Are you
I don't know.
suggesting that sounds like me, does it?
No, you said like, so I just triggered me because I just saw it. How was your day? Yeah, it was good.
I'll keep doing that
and
more
then,
now.
and then she goes like, I find it offensive that you tell me like that. And then he's also like, yeah. That's right, I couldn't say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like typical American. Yeah, well, sorry for all Americans. I don't think
Our viewership just plummeted.
No, it's not because we only have Tyler. Tony is Canadian, and the rest of it is all over the place.
Yeah, it's true. It's all over. Right, it's Kenzie really lining Stephen up now. Although he seems to be struggling at this track. He finished in 14th in the first race. Was it 14th? 12th it was.
He had an incident.
He did, but you often see him have incidents and recovers it quite nicely. I know a 20-minute race doesn't really hold itself out there for recovery. Your race leader is, excuse me, still Vit Solomon, but his lead's been cut in half. So Simon Trundle is hunting him down. Right, Vincent Skilbeck's just been overtaken by Ant Woodward, who is carving his way through the field like a hot knife through butter. 9 places he's up from the start.
So now lap 6, 6 minutes into the 40-minute race, people are already going to start thinking about what is your strategy going to be. Are we going to be fuel saving? Are we going to be preserving the tires? How long am I able to run this pace? And also, you instantly feel after lap or 6 or 7, you feel the state of the tires. You're like, oh, I might have overdone it a little bit in the first couple of laps for fighting, and then you get at a point you're like, ooh. Now I have to be careful, and then the car starts falling away from you, the fuel starts dropping off, the tires get worse, you start to get a little bit more slidey, like Finn Salomon just went very wide, proving my point right here. Simon Trundle did close the gap quite quickly because after lap 3 or 2, it was about a second and a half, and it's now dropped all the way back to 4/10 of a second. Daniel Solo is following him, and I think that they are doing a really good U-time, and Friedland, they are fighting it out in the council plane. We would encourage you.
Oh no,
Vincent Skilbeck, and he still has his rib on third.
He's not hit anything, so get going again. He's got new pedals, I think, hasn't he? Which may be playing into. Oh, what's going on here? So Michael Harley-Davidson has been let go by. Right, it's all changed. So Vit is fighting back for this lead.
So Simon did an overtake somewhere.
Yeah.
We missed that. Now Fitz Salomon is having none of it. It's pushing. And this is Michael Harley-Davidson just giving some style points. And now I'm curious if Eric Blix is going to tuck in or not. Daniel Soto's going to tuck in. They are teammates as well, right?
Yeah, all 3 of them are in the same team, despite the cars being different colours.
Oh, and Fitz Salomon going wide again there, and Simon now onto the dirt. And
nearly
is
went
getting
3
a
wide.
good exit though. This gives Michael Harley-Davidson a slightest opportunity, but Fitz Salomon is fighting like an animal, but nobody beats Michael Harley-Davidson overshooting his corner, and Fit had that. This is called parking the apex.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Going uphill, and you see he's sliding wide, and it's just one of those moments you're like, ooh, I'm sliding wide, I don't want to hit him, I need to go off the throttle to not hit him. And you can see that did cost him, because now Bob Woodhouse, Daniel Solo is all over him as well.
Yeah, a whole load of
they
rubber
are in the
flying up
same
in the air.
class for the BSTV Cup.
Yeah, you're right. This is for the lead of BSTV Cup.
I know, right?
And then 4 very fast cars approaching.
Look at this one. I'm right. Look at this one.
Does it just say, I am right?
Look at
Where?
on the screen.
What do you mean on the screen?
On the Discord.
I'm looking at Discord.
Look, click on my name.
Click on your...
I'm right.
Right, where are we up to here? So let's go back and have a look at those. Oh dear, it's happened.
we had a crash out.
And Woodward, I was saying that he was doing really well, up 9 positions, and then Vincent lost control.
Then Vincent decided to kill him.
He'd already lost control by then,
Jeez.
and he
That's
had to
probably the
reset.
incident we saw when
It was.
Vincent, yeah, you said we said keep on going, so Vincent didn't have damage. We said keep on going, but he was probably looking in the mirror to see if go back on track and try to give him the position because he realized
Absolutely.
that was on him.
I think we may have missed this one. I might be wrong. Oh no, this is the one where he's managed to avoid the wall. Yeah, this is Jamie avoiding the wall.
It's one of those moments for Vincent where you realize you made a mistake. You want to be the gentleman and give it back, and you feel rough. Then again, it is racing. It happens.
Yeah.
But still, it's annoying when it happens to you in this case.
Absolutely. Ooh, Vit.
Slight touch there. A couple
Whoa.
of Vit trying to murder someone as well, and he got past cleanly. Would you say that was clean?
Hard to say, really. So everybody just past Vincent is what I've got on my screen. So let's have a look. Oh, he hit the wall. So Vincent hit the wall, which let Brandon through. Brandon Asquith, this is. And then steaming forward.
So I do think that there was
Tony.
some addressing on the radio already about that slight touch there, which put up not Daniel Solo, Fit Salomon. I think they're gonna look at it after the race, and I think that is a good response from both of them. I would applaud that. Mosquito trying to. It just got on my nose.
Gone up your nose.
It tried to get in my nose. It knows the snot is there, so it's trying to feed itself.
Oh, that's just not nice. Nobody needs to envision that. Right, so
by the way, Pete, just before you start being serious, I love the fact that we are very serious from time to time about the racing, and then after that, we're talking about a mosquito going up my nose.
Yes. Welcome to BSTV. Otherwise, it gets all very sterile, doesn't it? You know. I think Kenzie is waiting for pit stops in order to leap to the front of this field. That's the feeling I get. We could go on board and figure it out. So let's do a bit of that. See how much he's lifting. You can tell me if he's lifting. This is normal. We're going to tell when we get into the braking zone for the next corner. Not greatly. No, I think that's normal.
Just going to point out I'm still #1 on the chat on YouTube. Something's going wrong. So we see a move here on the inside of Daniel Solo on...
That's Eric.
Sorry, yeah. Eric Blix on the inside of Bob Woodhouse.
Yeah.
It didn't look like much of a clash. I think this is just one of those things where Bob is realizing that he doesn't have the same pace. Fought it a little bit. The pass was being set up. It's been made, and now he's just following them.
Simon Trundle is your race leader for now. We've had 3 leaders to this race so far. Beep.
Yes, it's a mosquito. I can call it.
Right, Kenzie got a really good run here. You would expect him to do something with this. Whoa. He's had the door slammed in his face by Bob. Nice move from Bob, actually. Very well measured defense of that corner.
So looking at the timing tower, we have basically 2 big packs. We have a pack further back from 14th to 17th, which involves Squidward, Fitz and Skillback. It's Jeff Saunders and Tony Klusterman. Tony, who had a slight incident in the beginning of the race where everybody avoided him, was like basically the standing still chicane. And then further up, we have 2 cars that are slightly closer together. It's Mike Story, a newcomer in the league. It's always rough to be new in a league. You have to learn how to drive each other. That's why officials sometimes are very hard to drive as well, because you don't know the other car, you don't know how rough they, how hard they fight, how much respect, the racing room respect they have as well. And then we have a pack between 4th and 8th, which involves a very big group class, which is Danielson, which is on screen right now. Eric Blitz, his team, following him in a very, very close manner. They are both in different classes, so this is a multi-21 going on right on screen, realizing that Daniel is in a good position.
Oh, that's super wide.
Eric Blix passed him, and now Daniel is 5th, and Eric Blix is running 4th. Right behind them, a little bit of a tailfish from Bob Woodhouse, of Kenzie, I think. And Bob Woodhouse and Stephen Phillips also in this pack. I think Stephen Phillips is a little bit further back. It's just a half a second. So he's not an opportunity to overtake them. Again, you see Stephen Phillips trying to play chicken with the wall. And until now, the chicken has always been the wall.
There we go. Michael Harley-Davidson starting to really push.
Side by side, going through towards the chicane. He's getting
round
it
the
done, and this is
outside.
Michael.
Oh,
This is
Simon.
a slight touch there by Simon. He's not willing to give this one up. He's realizing that if he lifts just ever so slightly, he's gonna be the victim of a raging Brandon Hawking, who is trying to follow Michael Harley-Davidson through.
He really is, yeah. Brandon stepping out of the toe.
This is
Oh.
again very, very dangerous.
Wow.
Because she got back quite hard, and if you do that and you mistime that, you're gonna get sucker punched in the rear.
Hey, I like what you did there. That was good.
Thank you.
Some punch pickles on the Brandon Hawking car.
Which, but he got past Simon Trendo. He's already initiated that overtake in turn 8. Then stuck with it in turn 7, and on turn 1, basically on the straight, got past him because we put Simon offline, classical overtaking, set it up like 2 or 3 corners before you actually want to review it.
Yeah, Tony Cleesterman's just overtaken Jeff Saunders in the backfield. And this is Kenzie getting the move done. Bob Woodhouse being compliant there and letting him have the corner. What we need to remember is Daniel Solo here is mired deep in pro territory, but he is a Cup racer. He's miles ahead of his the rest of his field. I don't know what it'll be like after the pit stops have taken effect, though. Let's have a look. How many of these cars back here have saved fuel, etc.?
Yeah, and that's always the question, what kind of tactics or shenanigans are going on. Sometimes you just, when you're sat behind someone, you know what's going on,
Yeah.
usually. Sometimes you feel, when you are at the quicker end of the field and you're behind someone, you see that they are not saving and you are cruising around, lifting off and doing your thing and trying to get into the rhythm and not trying to spend too much fuel. Meanwhile, Tony Klusterman is already pitting early here, so getting out of that little group, which Squidward and Jeff Saunders were involved. I'll keep calling you Squidward if you don't like it.
Well, there's not much of a sentence
Sucks
to follow
to be
that.
No, and he's doing a very good job. Again, he's also a new driver in our league, so I think that's really good. They are holding itself up. I think they've really apologized in chat because I think he got the worst end of the stick tonight. But he mentioned something hitting some of the new drivers, and apologized for it because he actually said it's not that you're not welcome. I just made a mistake. So
Yeah, okay.
Good on him. So it looks like the pit window is open because
Very.
people are diving in, and I think that currently these are the early pitters. We'll see a couple of longer runners like Simon Trendle, whose car always runs on the solar power fuel.
Yes. And whilst we're talking random things, we missed V8ESC's anniversary, so of 10 years. This is now 12 years old this season, this series. Series 1 was in 2014. Can you believe that?
No, because a bit like your maturity is 12 years old.
Because what?
A bit like your maturity. It's also 12 years old.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't realize it was 12 years old. I think I've been involved about 4 or 5 years now. just after COVID hit, so probably 4.5, 5.
Mhm, yeah.
You've been around for very long, and if I remember correctly, you didn't start the V8 League, right? It was someone else.
I did, yeah.
You started it?
Yeah. With
'Cause
Clyde.
I was with Clyde. Well, no. We were not going to give him any credits.
Well,
But you know what happens. You know
well.
what happens. You know what happens if you give him any credits.
Well, this is true. More arriving at
to
pit
buy new
lane.
teeth.
Ooh, that was a wriggly one from Daniel Solo, but he's got it all stopped. That's good. Right, let me put the pit lap on screen so you can see who's been in and who has not. So
these people are going to be on fresher rubber than the other cars still driving around. So they are going to go for the undercut. Meanwhile, Simon Trendle and Michael Harley-Davidson are trying to do the overcut, where they keep on running as long as they possibly can and try to get it back on the people who fall out, who pitted earlier, who have worse rubber in the end of the race.
Yep. And at the moment,
Oh man, that was the most Martin Brundle thing ever to say.
it really was. But
It was.
these guys now are all running in clean air, but nobody's getting a toe off anybody else because the gaps are too big now, I think. Simon Trundle's probably getting a whiff at 1.93 seconds behind, but it's not going to be much benefit to him. Kenzie has come out behind Daniel Solo, which I think is a move forward. And he's putting masses of pressure on him already, and he probably will get fully alongside by the time they get into the bus stop here. Yep, fully alongside. You don't want to be on the outside there, though. It's just awful.
I do want to address a couple of weird. No, this is fun fact time. Fun fact time.
Go on.
So, I mentioned Martin Brundle a couple of times, and that's just because we don't like the Sky TV Sports.
No, we don't. He's not the one I hate the most, but, you know.
You hate Crofty.
Yeah,
Who's the other guy in the booth again with him? Not Crofty. You have one. There's not Martin Brundle.
Yeah,
It's
it
Martin
is.
Brundle.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. He says the weirdest things. Like,
Oh, yeah.
listen, I searched it. Like a couple of things he said. It looks like a bar of chocolate has been left out in the sun and melted. That's the way he described the W13 F1 car for Mercedes from 2002.
Right. I'm glad it was that and not something else, because that could have been determined as racist, I suppose.
Yes.
Mm.
A day late and $1 short.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a famous
Well-
saying.
That's a yeah. And the one I hate the most. Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Yeah.
I hate that. And you can't cherry pick.
Everybody
the bits
hates
you
that.
like. You can't cherry pick the bits you like.
No.
Okay, so enough Martin.
Simon Trundle is the only car that's managed to go one extra lap. Do you think it's going to be a benefit to him or not?
I think it's always quite dangerous to keep on running.
Yeah. You can't
have
be
to
doing
have-
fast laps now, can you, on those tyres?
No, he can't. He's definitely going to be like half a second, maybe even 8/10 short. So he's going to have to do overtakes on track.
Yes.
But then again, he had a little bit of an advantage on the guys in 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Yeah.
But Brendan and Michael Harley-Davidson, So Brendan overtook Michael Harley-Davidson, while Michael Harley-Davidson pitted 3 laps earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Later, sorry. So that means that he is now going to have to force the overtake on track, and the overtake on track is always harder to do than overtaking in the pit.
Absolutely.
Because you can't overtake in the pit lane because of the pit lane. So that's a Martin Brundle thing to say.
Right, so Simon's now gone to pit road, so we need to be looking at Brandon and Michael. He was behind both of them, though, wasn't he? It's Brandon that's looked out the whole way here.
Yes.
What?
No, I just read another sentence.
Oh, dear, right.
I can't. It just annoys me as well. British bias. That's all I've got to say.
Right, so Simon is, I've got to hear it now. Simon is still in the pit lane, getting overtaken by 2 cars. He's rolling now, but Eric's through on him as well. Kenzie's going to be here somewhere, and he's bringing Daniel Solo with him. Can Simon get up to speed quick enough? to keep Kenzie behind him.
So he is now definitely keeping Kenzie behind him.
Yeah.
At a certain point, he definitely Kenzie will get closer to, I assume, like 0.2 of a second at the end of the straight, maybe 3.5, somewhere in between. But at a certain point, it's just the acceleration, it just tops out.
Yeah.
And just accelerating and getting that higher speed just takes a little bit longer.
Okay.
No, I was saying, I think it's fair. Lando played the team game there. I mean, I can't do that. I honestly can't. I need to click through.
So Brandon Hawkin, your race leader. I did say for now for Simon Trendle because I did wonder if pit stops would take effect. Stop trying to keep your number 1 on the YouTube channel.
You busted me when I was still typing it.
So evening Sophie. Hopefully Fee can get in and join us for TCRs this Wednesday.
Where is it? Like Donington, I guess, right?
It's Donington on the GP circuit, so the long circuit.
Oh! No, that one I actually like.
Well, so that one... Hang on. Right, so... Donington, the most hated track for wobbly on Earth, for reasons that are obvious, but you like the longer version of it.
Yeah, you know why I like the longer version? Because you can
didn't
like
lose to Chris Shaw on it?
No, I don't mind about that.
Oh,
You all think that I
No, I don't.
Yeah,
It's just funny to wind you up,
I'm not
though.
mad about that. I'm sorry, I deserve that one. Sometimes you just got to take the L.
Yeah.
No, so GP like the chicane. I don't like the last. So I don't like the bridge corner. I think that's turn 5 or something. So what the old bridge used to be. But that is still in. Oh, this is like Harley Davidson. Meanwhile,
Go faster.
trying
Go
to-
faster.
And you can tell this is the difference in the tire. He was talking about the rubber is now kicking in. And he has about 2 or 3 laps. Then very late on the braking. He was like, when you brake, I'm gonna start braking. He's gonna wait for it until he sees that car move backwards, and then I'm gonna hit the brake.
Oh,
but now
no.
they're going up side by side up the hill.
thought
One of the
Brandon had
most
lost it.
exciting corners in racing. And is somebody yielding? Nobody's yielding. Michael is keeping the car there. Brandon is keeping the car there. They're keeping a very respectful half a car's width of between them each other. This is our chopper camera, and now we see that Michael got the move done, and I think he took full advantage of all the fresh rubber he had, while the rubber of Brandon was ever so slightly older. Well, did he overdo it? Did he cook him? Or is Brandon able to cut back behind him?
Yeah, I think we might get a resurgence of this one later. For now, we need to look back at what Stephen Phillips is doing. So he's back behind Bob Woodhouse again.
Okay, so like we'll get back to it, but so I don't like the last game. And why I really like the GP because it has. I feel like the last, especially the last 2 corners, are more technical.
Yeah.
Because that yeeting chicane, a bit like Knockhill. Don't get me wrong, I like Knockhill. Before I get judged about that, it's about gambling that you are not too close, and obviously you can gamble in a manner that is safe. But I like that tracks are technical and that you can actually make a difference without having to gamble how far you go over the curb and how tough your suspension is. That is what I
Okay.
And I
Wobbly
played it
is
in,
just a baby not liking it, and that's from Fee. So you're
Fee
just
needs
a
to shut the
big
fuck up.
baby. Beat. So Roy, U-time has he just been overtaken, or is he bearing down on Vincent? I think he's bearing down on Vincent. Vincent doesn't seem to have the speed that. Oh, and now he's not. So Roy taking the farming route with a slowdown.
U-time is now having a slowdown. He's trying to serve it, and I think that the quickest way to serve it is
Drive
at the
wide.
last 2 corners. Yeah. Like usually I just try to lift off like 50 meters earlier, and then your entry speed is lower, and then it's just 0.2, 0.3.
Okay.
So meanwhile, Michael Harley Davidson is already 8 tenths clear of Brandon Hawkin. Simon Trendle is moving forward to Eric Lick, so he's also taking advantage of the corners. He was the last of the bidders. He stopped in lap 20, while Eric Blix stopped in lap 16.
This is a really good battle that's going to go on for quite a long time, because I think these two probably similarly skilled. Bob Woodhouse in front of us here and Stephen Phillips on board at the moment.
Yeah, you can tell by just stepping out of that toe and trying to force Bob Woodhouse in a different line. You can see how much time it costs you not being able to get the perfect line through the chicane, because he was about 2/10 behind Bob Woodhouse, and just after exiting the chicane, he was already 2/10 further, so it ended up at 4/10 just trying to stick your nose in.
Yeah, just trying to push the issue, yeah.
Okay, Bob.
Now, no need to get rude and insulting. So this is Tony putting pressure onto Lars Erik Frydenlund. That off track that Roy did a minute ago has only just popped onto my screen.
I wonder how
So delayed.
what Jamie Wilson is currently doing, because he was in the middle of the pack. He had the incident, I think, in lap 3 or 4 or 5 or whatever.
Oh, he's doing that at the minute.
And I feel like he didn't really make much progress compared to what I expected him to do.
Yeah, I think he had quite a distance. Oh, well, no, because he got rolling again, didn't he? He didn't hit anything.
Yeah,
What lap times is he putting up? 1:12.7. So he's a little off the pace at the minute still. Right, these are not teammates, by the way. This is Gregorio Perez Sesma pushing Mikey Story, new driver to the series. Mikey Story's held himself together very well in these two races, I have to say.
Yeah, P10 in a field like this is very, very good as a result. I do think, again, I think I mentioned this, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this earlier in the broadcast. We do actually encourage people to get a paint, upload a paint, even if it's a random paint you found on Trading Paints. It makes it more of a distinguishable for us to see what cars they are. And as a small tip from my end, there's actually this website that is generating AI paints. Just Google AI iRacing paints. It does cost some money, but the first one is free. And I actually tried it, and it actually works pretty decent. And even with one decent prompt, you can get a very clean paint. There's also obviously going to be slight issues with it, but I would definitely, if you're not that skilled with it, try to do that and get it in. So that was very, very interesting.
Yeah, it was. So I think Vincent may have had an incident of some sort. Or was it Tony? I think it may have been Tony, and it's just not reported the incident. Because he was racing against Lars. Or maybe Lars has had an issue, because Lars is at the back of this queue.
Saying that he didn't really like this.
He didn't like Watkins.
No, I think that he said something about he didn't really enjoy it. Like, look at how
Wow.
well he's going.
He hit the wall.
He's still struggling with his pedals.
Yeah, I think so.
So I told Pete this. So apparently, like I do a lot of running, and my running trainer is apparently the dad of Niels Huizenfeld. And I tried to get pedals from him, but he said, "Yeah, you're too rich to get the pedals." And I'm like,
Yes.
I just moved houses. I don't have any money left. And he said, "Well, he's not going to give you a sponsorship." I'm not telling him to give me a sponsorship. I'm just telling him to ship products for free. That's all I want.
Right, so the lead that Michael Harley-Davidson had is now coming down again, albeit by a little bit. So I'm going to just go and see what happened with Lars and Tony, because Tony was putting pressure on him. Then he got past him, or I thought he did. Lars has gone all over the curbs there. Tony's gone mega wide on the other side, and then Vincent's come through like a devil.
And that put
That's
off,
what
I think,
happened,
Mike.
right? Yeah.
So it put off Mike a little bit. Like there's suddenly a car there, and now Vincent has to back out. And it's a bit of a concertina effect.
Yeah.
So everybody's just backing out. It looked like a traffic jam.
Vincent approached that like a bat out of hell. He was just
Seems
had
to
so
push with
much
enormous
overspeed.
speed.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think looking at the timing currently at the top, I think that Simon Trendle got the worst end of the stick. He was in the lead while the pit sequence started. Had fresher tires than Eric Blix, but is now ever so slightly falling back. It feels like he was trying to do something else strategy-wise. It feels like he is realizing that he doesn't have the pace he had a couple of seasons ago for whatever reason. Or the others did make huge strides forward, or he maybe doesn't click with the car currently. But I definitely feel like he just tried to do something different.
Yeah, and what was I going to say just then? It was something else. And it was really good. It was like revolutionary. Oh no, it was Simon wasn't in the lead at the start of the pit stops. It was Michael that was in the lead. Because he'd managed to pass him.
No, but he was I get that, but he was
Yeah.
he was the latest at the pitter, so that made him be in the lead. That's what I mean.
Yeah, and you would think that would give him the best tyres for the rest of the race. So maybe we're still to see the best out of Simon Trendle. He's not that far really behind Eric Blixt, and the top two are about to get racy again because, well, I was going to say he was within half a second and he messed up the entrance to that corner. So he's now not. Ooh, God, this is close.
These two are very close. So Mike Story and Gregorio Perez, they are fighting it out in the council pace again. They are not teammates, but they are running the same vein. Gregorio is putting loads of pressure here on Mikey. Is he going to go on the inside move? No, he's not. Meanwhile, while braking, the flames are coming out of the side of Mikey's car, realizing that he's shifting back and trying to do the engine braking slide move there by Gregorio. Mike is giving him a little bit of room there, but just not enough to get past. Now, is he going to defend on the inside here again? No, he is not. The gap seems to have written up a little bit. It's very wide. But Mikey, now Gregorio has a good run. They're going uphill. Are they going to be, is this going to be tears, or are they going to go up together towards the chicane, taking full advantage here of the slipstream? But I think that Gregorio is slightly, ever so slightly sliding towards that wall and lift it up. And I think the pressure for this lap is up again.
Yeah, definitely. The opportunity was definitely there towards the end of the lap. Just couldn't quite get enough of his car.
He's running like behind Mikey, and his Gregorio is showing that he has a lot of cojones. Spanish, that's why I said that.
Now, Vincent's just dropped another position. And you're right, it'll be him getting used to his pedals for sure.
Yeah, it definitely takes a while. I remember when switching to S-Attack pedals, the first 3 weeks were just horrendous. Like, I'm going to send these back. While knowing that those pedals quality is better. And this is Jamie Wilson finally getting back into the groove. Now on the back of Jeff Saunders. Is Jeff Saunders going to defend, or is he going to let him pass? And I hope, to be honest, I hope that Jeff is going to race it. Just because it's just
Yeah. Bit wide there from Jeff on the exit of that turn.
Why are there all signs of go bowling, by the way?
Because this is the Go Bowling 400 in NASCAR.
Is that okay?
Do you not watch NASCAR?
No, I do watch IndyCar, but I don't watch NASCAR.
Well, you should be watching NASCAR, and then you'd know what all the sponsorship was for.
I prefer IndyCar.
So does everybody, or they should. Whoa, that was a bit wriggly there from Jamie, but he got the move done. Just need to find my cursor so I can get to the top.
Don't get me wrong, Pete. Oh, that's right there. By the way, it's 39 minutes.
What? Oh my goodness, no way. That's unreal.
Yes, wait. So it's 29 minutes in, and now we passed it. We are in the last
Watch this.
lap.
Watch this.
Watching the last attack here from Brandon, hitting the grass, putting everything on the line. Is it going to be tears? Is it going to be a championship? No, he backed out of it. Now Michael Davidson is compromised on this exit. Brandon trying to get on the inside, but Michael is hugging.
He's parked
the
it on the
line there.
Parked it on the apex. Absolutely parked it on the apex.
Perfect move there by Brandon. Perfect defense here by Michael. But this is not over yet, folks.
Oh,
Brandon is
on the grass.
He doesn't care. It's
That's
a rally car.
wicked.
He put his nose in. His nose is next to him. They are gonna break. They're gonna go side by side through one of the penultimate corners. This is gonna end up in tears if they keep this up. A lot of sliding, a lot of kissing, a lot of small touching. There's a lot of rubber on the inside, and now Brandon is having a good exit, but Michael is not having any of it. This is Barney waving the flag, and
that's
it's
so
gonna be
close.
Michael instead of Brandon
Good grief.
winning the race. With, again,
Unbelievable.
right behind them, Eric Blix and Simon Trundle. This is Stephen Phillips trying to get past Bob Woodhouse. I got a daughter of mine is looking very madly at me, so I gotta check what that is.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're still not done with the battling to the line. So round the carousel we go with Jamie Wilson chasing down Brandon Asquith. Oh, and a massive amount of wheel spin leaving that carousel turn. This is his penultimate opportunity here, and he's not quite close enough to do anything here. Can he carry enough forward to get on the inside or even the outside and cut back? He's on him now. Gives him a little shove around the corner, but can't do anything about getting past him. And then
I just got scolded.
Sorry?
I got scolded by Noah. She said, "Okay, you're screaming too loud and trying to sleep."
Right, okay. Well, that is the end of a very dramatic race. I know you've got to depart in order to do things.
But I have to do one vote, right?
Yeah, you get a vote. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I got a vote. So, long story short, my vote is going to Daniel Solo. I mean, amazing job at the pace of a pro. Not a pro. It's called something.
Yeah, you're right. Pace of a pro.
Is it called pro?
Yeah.
Okay, so at the pace of a pro, I think he did an amazing job. I do want to give a special shout out to the new drivers, so that's Mikey and Squidward. They held themselves together, even though they had one of them had I can't remember who, but had a rough first race. But special honor to them because it's always good to see new faces or new cars on track.
And we've got the regulation crashing from the Alcantech boys.
Did you see that wheel pop off? It's like I don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah, I'm not needed now.
It's like I'll call it a day.
Cool.
Yeah. So as info, I need to go help the kids a little bit. So,
yeah, cool.
That's fine.
Well, thank you for joining me in the booth, and we'll see you in a fortnight's time for the next broadcast. We'll see you on Wednesday at Donington.
Yeah, I might not race it, but I'm gonna coach Chesney, so it might.
Oh, okay. No, that's cool. That's all good. Awesome stuff. See you later.
Great to see all the drivers on track. Good results from everyone.
Cool, and that was Wobbly, who's now left the booth. Right, let me run you through the finishing order for our feature race. This is where I forget what everybody did in the first race, but it doesn't matter. Michael Harley-Davidson took the win again. I'm just going to go and find on a different screen. There we go. So Michael Harley-Davidson wins again, is what I'm learning. For Alcantech NHR by Nyman Racing, Brandon Hawking gets his second place, if you can make sense of that, of the night for Movano Corsa. Eric Blixt, the third of the night. So our podium is identical to the first race for Alcantech NHR by Nyman Racing again. So well done to those three. Simon Trundle does one better in this one and gets to fourth place for Team Chimera. Congratulations to him. Kenzie Newhoff finished in fifth. A vast improvement on his first race. Daniel Solo, solid solo. Another sixth place for Alcantech NHR by Nyman Racing. So well done to him. And a very well-earned driver of the meeting vote from Wobbly. I've yet to determine who's getting mine because there was some great performances this evening. Bob Woodhouse finished in seventh place for Never Quit Racing. Excuse me. Stephen Phillips finished in 8th place, which was another improvement from round one. And that's for Dashhound Racing. Vit Solomon gets second in class and 9th on track, followed by Mikey Story, who's got himself a class podium in his first race week with us. He finished in 10th overall for B3SY. Gregorio Perez Sesma finished in 11th. 12th was Roy Utime for Sim Racing Norway. Tony Kluseman finished in 13th for Never Quit Racing. Lars Erik Freidenlund finished in 14th. And Vincent Skilbeck finished in 15th for Skilby Racing. 16th was Brandon Asquith for B3SY. Jamie Wilson finished in 17th for Team Chimera after him getting looped on an early lap. 18th was Jeff Saunders for JC Academy. Nearly lost my train of thought completely there. His teammate Josh Taylor finished behind him, and then Ant Woodward. We saw what happened to him crashing or being crashed into at turn 1, 20th tonight for Never Quit Racing. Drama filled, you will agree. Right, let's go and find the beginning of that race. I have to be careful these days because SDK gives you all of the replays instead of just the last race. And sometimes Pete doesn't get it quite right. So you're just going to have to bear with me while I get repetitive strain disorder from using my jog wheel to get back to where we need to be, which is about here. Click one of them and go and find somebody to talk to, and there's already quite a few in the booth. It seems only pertinent that we bring into the booth Michael Harley-Davidson. Good evening.
Hello.
Hello. So that was pretty straightforward, right? Two
Yeah,
race
sure.
wins, easy. Easy.
Easy
That's it.
peasy, fastest lap, everything.
So, was it that easy though?
No, it was not.
So it seemed like various people gave you quite a lot of pressure. Primary one, Brandon, who
Oh yeah.
your overtake on him in the second race to get the lead was nothing short of brilliant. But his challenge back to you was mega pressure, right?
Yeah, I had a few laps of tire advantage. I could really like push like when I passed him. Oh, you're opening a cold one, I can hear.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. No, but when I overtaken him, I felt like I still had a little bit in my tires left, so I could bring up a little bit of a gap. I
Yep.
couldn't get it past a second, but I was like kind of outside of where he would draft me, and then we had a back marker who, for the entire last sector, just didn't let me go.
Yeah.
So I lost half a second there, and then it was all up in my draft again. So it was just like, oh, I've used my tires now. I can't really get away from him again.
No, and but you managed to keep him behind with some clever defense.
Just a repeat of race 1, really.
Well, kind of, yeah. But it was all very well executed, very professional from both of you. A few nudges here and there, but that's what racing's about, isn't it? It's a reminder that the person is racing in close proximity with you. So, on the first lap of the second race, yourself and Eric nearly wiped each other out on the first 2 turns. You got stuck into one another a bit.
So Blix went really wide. I obviously did not. I saw he went wide, and I thought he knew like I was there because we were side by side.
Yep.
But apparently his spotter said clear, so he just whacked right into me.
Yeah.
He noticed when I started screaming that I'm there.
Yeah. Get the hell out of my way.
I'm here.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been quite a drama this race. Further back, it's been nothing short of absolutely fantastic. Did you have a pit strategy before you went into this? I saw that Brandon went in pretty well. Did Brandon go in early or just normal? Brandon went in early, didn't he? He went in on lap 16.
Early-ish.
You went in 3 laps later. Simon Trendle hung it out forever, as Simon Trendle does. Didn't do Simon Trendle much good though. He kind of lost track position.
Yeah, Simon wasn't clutching into the corners or fuel saving at all. I was basically from lap 2 onwards, minus a few corners. Like when I was trying to overtake, I was fuel saving all the time.
Oh, okay.
So when I noticed that Brand was catching me, my hope was that he would fuel a lot more. But I think we miscalculated with the fuel. I'm not really sure because I had a 1 lap extra crossing the line. So our plan was to fuel save, and I think it worked out quite well. Obviously, saving the tires until you stop clutching, so when Brandon eventually pit, I could just go flat out for a few laps and mitigate what he would gain, kinda. Like, I could stay at the times that I was doing with fuel saving in the end, so I could keep the pace up and be close-ish to him. I thought I was going to be way ahead of him.
Right, okay. Well, it turns out your 2 strategies have resulted in you being separated by basically nothing over the line, which is remarkable, isn't it? After 40 minutes racing, the two of you, you can throw a small handkerchief over both of you. It's testament to how fast the pair of you are.
Brandon is like really fast. Obviously, he's fast in a lot of things I've seen lately. Is like I think he's done it for a while, but I've seen him do like skippies and something else like broadcasted. He just pops up everywhere, and it's like he's very fast everywhere.
Well, it's those. Probably being in multiple cars gives him quite a breadth of experience, and he can understand what the car's doing a bit better. But again, you've beaten him tonight, and we'll talk about trophies at some point because I have had nothing short of nightmares. Not with the getting of the trophies, but I've had the TCR one for Andrea Stefanina has been disposed of by the Italian Postal Service, and Kenzie's 2 trophies have been returned to me by the Postal Service of the Netherlands. So I'm having a nightmare getting trophies out to anybody at the moment. So we'll talk about how we're going to manage that, and if there's a safe way for me to bring them over to the Netherlands when I visit Wobbly later in the year, and then post it from inside the Netherlands. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to sound cocky. We were actually talking about this in the race. It's almost like you can just hold up and then ship us 2 trophies each when
Oh
we're doing
yeah,
2
yeah, yeah,
trophies this
yeah, yeah.
season.
No, that's cool. That's good. Right, let's do that then. And when I get over to Europe, I'll put them in the post in Enschede in the Netherlands, and then they've got more chance of getting there because apparently what the European Postal Service are doing is because we've Brexited, they now show no respect for the UK post, so they just throw it in the bin.
Understandable.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll get it back into the open market again very shortly. That seems to be the direction that we're going in. So maybe they'll quit that behaviour, and I can post my trophies out to the deserving, like yourself, who are mega fast and win trophies in our series. Where are we going next week? We are going to, in a fortnight's time rather, we're going to Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. I heard it called that once. Circuit Gilles Villeneuve in Canada. So we're at one of Tony Klusterman's home circuits. How'd you go there?
I do not remember how it went last time. I know in officials there's a small chance of rain, so hope there might be a
Yes.
small chance of rain in the league as well. That would be
Well,
really
there
fun.
was for tonight, but there was no evidence of that.
Was it?
It had about 12% on this race.
I think you're lying.
Nope, absolutely not. It had about 12% on it, and not a single drop in sight. So don't trust those percentages, whatever you do. Right, so in that case, we shall look forward to seeing you next time. Is there anybody you want to shout out to before we let you go? Obviously not Eric for trying to take you out on turn 2, right?
Yeah, no shout out to Eric. Shout out to Solo though for
Oh,
doing
that's
good
good.
with his
Yeah,
Watkins Glen boost.
yeah, absolutely. He's got rocket propelled equipment tonight, and
He always felt the Watkins Glen. It's like basically like a speed boost here for him.
oh, really? Right, okay. No, very good. That's excellent work then. So yeah, anybody else you want to shout out to?
Yeah, shout out to the team and Blixing had a small one as well, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, you got 2 third places. Honestly, the podium from the first race is exactly the same for the second. It's quite funny. But no, we'll look forward to seeing you racing this time in a fortnight's time on Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Sorry, no, he's next. Michael, have Lidderson, everybody.
Thank you.
Right then, getting ahead of myself there, folks. Next into the booth is Brandon Hawkin. Good evening.
Oh, good evening.
Good evening. So, perpetual bridesmaid tonight. He's managed to keep you behind him for 2 races. The podium was identical in both races. Yourself being the meet in the NHL by Nyman Racing Sandwich. But you gave him hell in that last race. You were all over him like a bad rash.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, man, I was driving the crap out of it trying to trying to get back to him there, and man, yeah, at the start of the race, I got like the dive bomb from hell going into the
Yeah.
bus stop in lap one, and then yeah, so I was just like driving like a madman, a little bit too much at sometimes I think, trying to get back up there, and uh, and then yeah, once yeah, I got out of the pits. I came in a few laps early, got a bit of a jump on the fresh tires, but then the roles kind of reversed there once Michael came out of the pits, and so yeah, I tried to hold on there, but he was just yeah too good on the new tires, and then towards the end they started evening out a bit, and I was able to try and like inch my way back up there,
Hmm.
and it was man, I was just about crashing it every time going up the hill. I was yeah just getting all the run I could. I was yeah really good through that section. I was lacking a little bit on braking and corner entry, but the exits were pretty good. And yeah, I had a shot at him there on the last lap. I tried to mess him up a little bit going into the bus stop, and
Yeah, that's
yeah,
good.
like it just couldn't quite get by him. It was so close, but man, yeah, he did a great job holding on, and yeah, really great races. Both races, almost kind of like a mirror finish on both of them. So
Yeah.
that was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that looked gritty, that did. It looked like elbows out, make no friends, all that sort of stuff. But it was all done in good racing spirit, I have to say. The pair of you giving, room and respect to one another. Um, Michael was saying that he sees you in lots of different series, racing lots of cars, fast in all of them. What else do you race then? He mentioned Skippies as one of them.
Oh yeah, so I just started doing Skip Barber or the official series a couple weeks ago, and I've been doing Radicals at 5 o'clock each or yeah, each Friday night, and yeah, it's yeah, been a lot of fun. Yeah, running both of those. Yeah, just yeah, I've been doing Radicals all season, and then yeah, just started Skip Barbers there a couple weeks ago, and it's been a lot of fun doing those, and then yeah, so yeah, I guess right now that's about all I'm doing as well as this, and it's been yeah, it's been a lot of fun going like they're all like completely different cars, so it's been yeah fun trying to get you practice for one, and then you're on to the next one. It's like, oh, this drives completely differently, and then you're on to the supercars. Like, whoa, this is like big old boat, you know. So it's yeah, it's cool going back and forth between all of them.
Yeah, yeah. This car's crafty at both ends and dangerous in the middle, isn't it? And it can snap at any point. Although this, and we saw you do a save. We saw somebody else do a wonderful save. Because you can recover these cars now. They're not like the old series, the Gen 2s. When the Gen 2 started to go, you were done. You just took your hand off the steering wheel and, God took the wheel, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Jesus, take the wheel. And this car, you can get out of certain things, can't you?
Yeah, you for sure can. Yeah, the tire's a lot more forgiving on this car. I think it's a lot more like how it should be. I know with older tire models, like you'd heat the tire up and then you just like could not like it would just be like driving on ice for the next like three corners until you like finally get a straightaway. But this car it's a little bit more forgiving. You can slide out the tail a little bit, and then yeah, if you get in a big slide, in the yeah time I got sideways there in the bus stop, I did the old sim racing hold the gas and brake trick, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
and then it was able to straighten out. But
yeah.
yeah, you definitely can you can definitely like get a little bit sideways and not have to drive on eggshells immediately after.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's makes it a little bit more of an exciting prospect. I think for drivers as well as spectators, because it obviously looked wild, and when they save it, it's a celebratory thing from a viewer's perspective. But it means that if you do like start to lose control, then it's not the end of the world, because it used to be, and
Yeah.
it was no fun, if you know what I mean. So no, that's really good. We're at Circuit Gilles Villeneuve in a fortnight's time. How'd you go at the Canadians?
Well, yeah, that's my home track on this
Is it?
schedule, and
Oh,
yeah,
we'll
so
expect a
I
win
hope
from you then.
I hope so. I can. Yeah, I really love Montreal, and yeah, I just gotta get the setup right. I absolutely like blew it 2 weeks ago, but
Oh, really?
I was better this week,
Yeah.
and then yeah, so hopefully keep the momentum up, and yeah, get a nice driving car for Montreal, and hopefully see if we can get a win. But yeah, it's yeah, really looking forward to it, and yeah, should be a good one.
And other than Sucker Punch Pickles, who else are you shouting out to this evening?
Yeah, I'd just like to thank you guys at BSTV and yeah, Racing Prodigy, Michael for the fantastic races, both races, and great wins as well. And yeah, that was some really good stuff. Probably the well, yeah, that and the race with Kenzie at Bathurst. That was both of those were like
Yeah, that was
super close,
spectacular.
and yeah, they were a lot of fun. So yeah, just yeah, like thank everybody for the great race, and yeah, we'll see you in 2 weeks' time.
Cool stuff. In that case, we're going to look forward to that. Brandon Hawking, everybody. Okay, next into the booth, we're going to drag Stephen Phillips. So, good evening, Stephen.
Hey, Pete.
How you doing? You okay?
Yeah, can't complain too much.
Good stuff.
Just,
Wonder where
well, I
the
can't complain about the track,
what in your home state? I'm kidding. So talk to me about your races, because you and Bob Woodhouse had a bit of a ding dong, I think, in both. In terms of finishing positions, the second race was a bit better than the first. 10th in the first race and 8th in the second. Was Watkins Glen not the prospect that you hoped it would be, or do you just is the track just not for you?
a mix of things today.
Okay,
I hate this layout. I think it's awful.
right.
I think the racing here is terrible. Um, and I spent most of practice uh still fiddling with my hardware. Um, and then I dropped a bolt or a bit for the bolts under my rig. So I spent a good 40 minutes trying to fish that out.
Okay.
Yeah, so I didn't really have any real practice, and the laps that I did do was really confused how slow I was. Um, and I didn't have time to practice during the week in the officials. Um, so I spent most of race one just trying to
Learning.
figure out
Yeah.
just learning, trying to figure out where the car was when I needed to change. Then I was able to find some pace in the warm up, make a
Okay.
couple of adjustments.
Well, it was a reasonable points haul for you. Where are you in the league at the moment? Because it should have updated, to be fair. SimAbility Cup. So you are currently in 10th place overall. Oh, you're not. Oh yeah, you are. With a bit of work to do to get back to Daniel Solu, who had an absolute blinder of a night. And this is in the overall
He was
standings. This.
really fast today.
Yeah.
He did really well.
Yeah. Um, and yeah, do you think you are a pro driver, or do you think you would have been better off back in the BSTV Cup in terms of standings, or are you enjoying being in the pro?
Honestly, I'll have fun wherever you put me.
Okay, cool. No, that's good.
Um, I think today was just some unusual circumstances. Because I started with the wheel further away from me than I like, and then when I finally did get it where I wanted it, where I was happy with it, I dropped that bit just to
Yeah.
tighten the bolts back up. Couldn't fish that out, and yeah, I was just off the pace a little bit today. So and I'm gonna miss Canada. Go see my girlfriend in Albuquerque.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be on vacation, and then Sandown. I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah, that's
It's been a
a
while.
proper
It's been a while
epic.
since we've been to Sandown,
Hmm.
and to do a super sprint there, I think is gonna be really cool. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that,
Excellent.
and
Excellent. No,
hoping to
that's
go a little
cool.
bit better there.
Yeah, Albuquerque. Where is Albuquerque?
New Mexico.
New Mexico. Wow. It's hot there, right?
Well, it's a dry heat.
Yeah,
It's a dry heat.
Okay.
It's not as humid as it is here in DC.
Uh-huh.
And it's desert heat, so it really cools off as soon as the sun starts going down.
Oh, okay, because there's no
So
humidity in the air. Yeah, so there's no.
yeah, so
Yeah.
it like peaks in the 90s, and it's like super
Yeah.
hot for a couple of hours, but then it starts cooling off as soon as the sun starts going down.
Right, okay. Well, we've had disgustingly hot weather in the UK and in Europe for
Yeah, I've
weeks
seen
now,
that.
weeks, and we've got
Yeah,
fires all over the place. It's just a bit ridiculous.
yeah,
Trees are
yeah.
starting to
So do
go
we.
into autumn, deciduous, fall.
Yikes.
So yeah, it's all a bit strange up here at the minute. So I'll probably take the Albuquerque dry heat right now, thanks. Anybody you want to shout out to before we let you go?
I think Mallory might have been watching, or she at least
Oh,
wanted a shout out this week. So thank Mal. And then I think my buddy Chris was watching as well. So
very
and
cool.
yeah, you guys for putting the league on. We had a bunch of new people on this session today. So I hope you all come back. Hope you stick with it.
They did pretty good,
Yeah,
actually, both of them.
they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mikey Story was 10th in that second race, and Brandon Asquith was 16th. Really good performances for people racing against, well, you lot, because you're super fast in these cars. So, yeah, they should be very,
Gregorio,
very happy with that.
yeah, Gregorio did okay.
Yeah.
Roy was up there for a while
He
too.
had one incident which set him right back, but his recovery was excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Good to have a 20 car field today. That's awesome.
Yeah, it looked really strong. Some of the footage at the beginning of the races was epic. So hopefully someone gets some pictures out there for everybody. And we will look forward to seeing you at Montreal, Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. No, you're not. We'll look forward to seeing you at Sandown. We've just discussed that, Pete. And yeah, we look forward to that. Stephen Phillips, everybody.
All right, Pete, take care.
Cheers. Oh, he's flushed himself. That was quick. Good grief. Right, next we'll bring in Vit Solomon, who's absolutely confused me fully by having the band on the side of the car in Japanese, I'm guessing, at the back, and in the bit where it's normally written in English, it's Japanese again. So thanks for that, Vit. I couldn't tell who it was.
Yeah, good evening. No worries. I
Yeah.
didn't know you can't read Japanese.
No, I work for a Japanese employer, but I can't read Japanese. I don't think there's many Western people that can, you get a lot of people that speak Japanese, but apparently reading it is like a skill all of its own. So, also I'm led to believe by my colleagues who can read and speak Japanese.
Okay. The band's name is Yosadekoku. In English, it means fairy empire.
Fairy Empire, right? Okay, that gives me something to Google because last week's was good, and I've got quite a lot of one of the other bands, one of the very first ones, because that was really good as well. So yeah, thanks for doing that and keep it up because it's broadening my record collection, that's for sure. As for performance tonight, you've done a really strong pair of performances this evening. What did you do in the first one? Vit. Third in class, 8th on track, and really close to the people ahead of you. And then similarly in the second race, 9th, and second in class. So a real good performance in both races, strong performance, and good points in your class. Is Watkins just something you get on with anyway, or have you put like time and effort in, etc.?
Yeah, usually I do quite well around here. I was quite lucky in sprint race that many people failed right in front of me. I think it was Steven, Tony, Anthony, and maybe one of the new guys as well. So basically the track kept cleaning up in front of me until I got into P8.
Okay, so you won through attrition. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, take them when you can get them.
Yeah, and in the feature race, I had a pretty good start. I really like that I didn't have to fight anyone into turn one. But then I got swallowed by the train, and unlucky bump and run by Daniel, and I lost the train and couldn't catch up anymore.
Oh, okay. Right. Fair enough. Who was the bump and run on? On you?
Yeah, it was Daniel on me. Maybe it was
we did see that.
slightly with netcode related.
Right,
But
okay.
it was out of the last turn. He was just slightly faster than me. Hit my rear and I spun, just kept it off the wall and lost the train into P9.
Yeah, right at pit lane entry, wasn't it? I remember we did watch it live. and then we replayed it back just to see what had happened, and what you've described is what we saw as well. Okay. And how'd you go on at Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, otherwise known as Montreal? Because that's where we're going this time in a fortnight.
Usually I'm doing quite well around there. Last time we were there in officials. I'm hoping for some rain around there. It's Montreal, so it's quite often raining out there.
Well, it was forecast on the session for 12% of rain here, and we saw nothing of it. So I wouldn't believe half of the rain records that we end up with in iRacing. It never seems to come anymore. We had one season, if you remember, not that long ago, where it rained virtually every race, even with like a 1% rain chance. So I'm not sure what's going on with that at the moment. It seems to be very weird and very random. Okay, well, I'll do a little rain dance and see if I can get some rain for you, because we have had dry races pretty much all season. Is there anybody you want to have a shout out to before we let you go?
Again, I would like to thank everyone who failed in the sprint race in front of me and gave me the positions.
Gifts.
To you for casting and hosting, and to my family who's watching tonight.
Oh, right. Welcome to the booth, a Bits family. Yeah, that's cool. Where do they live?
They live nearby.
Ah, right, near to you. Right, okay, cool. Well, hopefully they can see the wonderful things that you did on track tonight. Are you still racing V8s in officials? And are you racing anything else at the minute?
I'm racing V8s in officials. I'm sometimes doing Ringmeister series as well.
Ah, okay, right. That's pretty cool. Hang on, Fairy. What were they called? Fairy. Was it Fairy Fantasy?
Fairy Empire.
Fairy Empire. Sorry, I'm just making a record. I'll never remember otherwise. I'm now old and senile. Not that I wasn't senile before, but I'm older and more senile now. So I forget things.
I can send you a few links into DMs.
Yeah, do it. Why not? Anything will help. Okay, in that case, we will look forward to seeing you in a fortnight's time at Montreal. Yeah, stay solid and keep putting in those fantastic performances. Bit Solomon, everybody.
Thank you and good night.
And last into the booth this evening, we've got. Where's he gone? Where's Vincent? I can't find him on the
I'm
thing.
here.
I know, I'm trying to find your car. Oh, I've already got your car. Why am I clicking buttons? Still clicking buttons. Oh, dear.
Just the overlay is wrong.
Uh,
To some of it.
right, so there's a thing with this. So if I turn it off, I'm having to do this every time now, and I click that one instead. Oh, it still comes back. So I've got an issue with SDK. Sometimes the previous person's name just sticks, and it doesn't get rid of it. In the TCRs, the very first name that went up last week, or on Wednesday rather, stayed for everybody else's interviews. So do that again. Do that again. Is that going to do it? No, of course it's not. Right, well, we're not going to do that then, are we? We're just going to leave it blank then, aren't we?
Super.
Yeah, there we go. Right, nobody knows now. Okay, so car seemed a little bit lively at times this evening, and I know you've got new pedals. Myself and Wobbly were discussing for quite a long time because he was saying that when he got his new pedals that I can't now remember the brand of. It's only a short word, something. It took him about 3 to 5 weeks to actually be good at racing with them because they felt so different. And he nearly sent them back because they felt so different. But he stuck with them and he got back to his speed and improved eventually. So is that the same thing that you're suffering with at the minute, or was tonight about setup and overall pace?
It could be a little bit of that. I'm starting to use them a lot more just because I've been practicing for other races and stuff.
Right.
But yeah, the lively of the car was probably just me because I didn't do any practice at all this week. So I was
Okay.
trying to quickly make a setup during practice, which I think I seemed to get it in the window, but
Yeah.
could do a little bit more refining, but it seemed alright.
Because when you're not caught up in somebody else's issues and crashes and stuff, we see you in the very top of the BSTV Cup standings. You know, the finishing order. And tonight it just felt like you were in between the two things, if that makes sense. You got a 9th in the first race and a 12. I can't remember what you did in the second one.
I think it was 16th, maybe 15th.
15th in the second.
Yeah.
So used to seeing you a lot higher up than that, and hoping that with these pedals that you can get back up there. Are they a big step forward in terms of technological advancement?
Not really technology wise, just the feel of them.
Okay.
They're a lot like different to the Thrustmaster ones I had. So it's kind of like a hydraulic pedal now by looks with
Oh,
the
right.
picture that I put up. So I've just got to like get used to that kind of stuff, and I've backed off the brake to make it a little bit more squishy for me. So it's
Right.
not as hard, but yeah, I'm still getting used to them. Might take a little bit, but I am enjoying them, so
Okay.
good
Because
fun.
a lot of people get the Husky bells, and I have used someone else's rig with Huskies, and the brake was just like me pressing on a brick wall. There was just no give in the pedal at all because it's on the it's a pressure, like you're saying it's
Yeah,
a pneumatic or hydraulic version, and it just felt like I was stamping against a wall, to be honest.
yeah,
The potentiometers don't tend to differ too much on the accelerators, but when you've got the hydraulic ones, especially inverted hydraulic ones, they feel very strange to me. I just can't use those at all. It's just like an alien thing. We saw you get a tire off at the entry to turn 1, or even down the straight.
yes.
Actually,
I
you hadn't
must,
even got into the turn.
I
I don't
must
think.
I must apologize to Ant for that, 'cause yeah, that was all me. I knew I dipped a rear tire in the dirt, and there was just nothing I could do.
Yeah,
Foot full on the brake, and yeah, just couldn't stop it. So
yeah.
yeah,
Um,
I'm sorry for Ant for that.
No, my point with that one was the maturity of this league, where because Wobbly had already said already been on the chat to say, we'll discuss it at the end, and you'd sorted yourselves out mid race really, and things they'll get discussed along the way, and apologies will exchange and things like that. So that's what I like about this. I wouldn't run the leagues that I do in BSTV if it was anything but that. I don't know whether
Yeah,
you were aware years ago of the GT3 league that we ran, the GTCC, but that degenerated with a lot of toxic people. So I decided I was not doing it again. If it's toxic people in GT3s, then I'm not running a GT3 league. And I'll if BSTV was here to make cash, there'd be GT3 leagues all over the place, wouldn't there? It wouldn't be TCR and
yeah,
V8. Two of the more niche. They're not the most niche. Two of the more niche racing classes that iRacing's got available. And it's the behaviours that come with the car, and the people that drive these cars are like you. They're fantastic humans who get on with the fellow racer, because you're all here to race. You're all here to have fun
yeah,
behind the wheel, and that's just brilliant. I was talking to Wobbly that it's 14 years since this series started, which is amazing, really, isn't it? When you think about
yeah.
it.
It's a decently long time. Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely crackers. So yeah, it's crazy number. Oh, sorry, 12 years. It was 2014 when we started. 12 years. So,
yeah,
but 12 or 14, it's still a very long time for any series in
yeah,
iRacing. They don't usually last that long. So, and you've been here for forever. And please, Lord, don't ever
yeah. It's been
leave.
quite a few years now.
Yeah. It, the even Wobbly said that is one of the best paint schemes he's ever seen, and I say it all too regularly. So don't go, don't leave.
Yeah, I
So
don't think I'm gonna change. I might need to put a pie on there at the moment,
a
but
pie.
yeah, where we've got a competition at the moment for our area for best pie
Okay.
for people's choice, and we've made a goat cheese with goat pie.
A
So
goat and goat's
it's
cheese pie.
yes, with a little bit
Wow.
of curry in it.
A
It's
little bit of
pretty
curry
good.
in it.
Yeah, with a little bit of curry in it.
If you didn't live on the other side of the planet, I'd say to send me that for two reasons. I love goat's cheese. It's one of my favourite things.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I love pies, but don't tell Carl Hardy in the TCR League because he'll think I'm trying to steal his. And I've never eaten goat in my life, so I'd like to have I'd like to give that a go.
Yeah, people say it's an acquired taste, but I've had it before, so
Okay.
yeah, I don't really see any difference. So.
Okay, fair enough. But I'd like to give that a go. And if you didn't live on the other side of the planet, I'd have asked you to send me one. But I think by the time it gets here, it'll be less than edible. Okay.
Yeah.
Montreal's the next destination. I don't think they eat goat there. I think they eat like moose and stuff because they got plenty of them, right?
Yeah.
How'd you get on it? How'd you get on in the old Canadian capital racing?
I haven't actually done a race there in a couple of years, I think. I've done many laps there trying to get onto the first round of V8 Sculpts, but I haven't managed to get onto the grid the last 2 years for that. So I think I have a good setup for it. But yeah, I haven't done any races there recently, so it'll be very interesting.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that should be good. Why is this not working? There. You got to smash the keyboard. That's what you got to do. I was just trying to see where the capital of Canada actually was. It's Ottawa. I've just been re-educated because I didn't know that. I'd just forgotten it. So I'll keep my ranting to a minimum and let you go and do whatever wonderful morning things are still available to you to do.
It's just after 6 a.m., so I'll probably go back to bed.
I'll see. Well, everybody else will see you in 6 hours then, I guess. Okay, fair enough. Cool stuff. No, always a pleasure to have you in the booth. Always a pleasure. I will always speak to you if you're in there. And we look forward to seeing you at Montreal. And tearing it up with all the snow. Let's hope we get snow. Why do they not have snow in iRacing? You know.
I don't know, but we can make a very thick fog. That would be interesting.
Yeah, that would be good. And we can have moose and moose cheese pie. That doesn't sound as appealing as goat and goat's cheese. It really doesn't. Anyway, the fantastic and very very wonderfully liveried Vincent Skillback, everybody.
Yeah, catch you guys next round.
Right, folks. Now I get to vote for driver of the meeting, and I'm going to have to remind myself about what people did, to be honest. Daniel Solo did do a fantastic pair of races, and he might get a double vote this evening. You're looking at Brandon and Michael and Eric in their like podiums. They've been rewarded enough, right, with all the points and plaudits, etc., and just the one-upmanship. Simon Trendle did do solid races in both races, and he tried a different tactic. And I think if it had come off, he'd have been a massive hero. It's the same with all these sort of tactic choices, isn't it? The Chimera car looked a bit dicey and dancy at the back end for both he and Jamie. But Woodhouse had solid nights with really strong racing. Who was he racing with a lot? He was racing with, was it Simon? I can't remember now. There was lots of going. Oh, it was Stephen, wasn't it? Stephen Phillips put a lot of pressure on Bob in both races. They seem to be racing like constantly together. Oh no, not in the first race. I'm gonna do a second vote for Daniel Solo because I honestly think that was a really strong performance from him, and it deserves recognition. And why not double vote him? I think that one's a very well spent one. It doesn't happen every week. I'm sure Daniel wishes it does, but yeah, very professional, very polished, and has done his team a fantastic job with the points haul there. So well done to him. It's been a very dramatic Watkins Glen. We look forward now to Montreal in a couple of weeks' time. And for another livery on Vit Solomon's car with another band. I'm going to have to go and find Fairy Empire now. And thanks to everybody that was watching. If you did like what you saw, then give us a thumbs up. Thanks to everybody who's been on the chat. Thanks to Wobbly for joining me in the booth and all the people that came for interviews. It's always great hearing what people have to say about their races and their driving. And we'll see you this time in a fortnight for this series. Don't forget that on Wednesday. The TCRs are at, and I've already forgotten, even though I only set their session up a few hours ago. Just give me a second and I'll tell you where that's at. Or maybe I won't. Yeah, well, it is at... Ooh, there we go. Oh yeah, Donington. Of course, we spoke about it earlier. Grand Prix. It's a super sprint, so there's 3 20-minute races. Should be a bit of a drama. It always is at Donington. What can I say? It's one of the best tracks on the British calendar, and on most racing calendars, to be honest. So join us for that. Stay safe, everybody, and we'll see you next time.